Yes. Football Power Hour. BL City. BL City. Mama me. I'm still in disbelief. I'm still in shock. I still feel like it's kind of surreal right now. Manchester United, yesterday, we beat Manchester City. Come on. When you really put it into perspective, Manchester City, I know they're not going to be in the Champions League final this year, but they are the current Champions League, winners. They are the treble winners from last year, just a few months ago. And we showed a really disciplined performance, and we managed to score not one, but 2 goals. And show Pep Guardiola, drink some more water, fam. Deadwood. Drink that bottle because he bottled it in the final. It was nice to see Guardiola just, look like a normal coach, and the Manchester City players also just sort of, misplacing passes, having moments of frustration. What a game that was. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for being here. I am privileged. I am so excited to be joined by a Liverpool supporter. Oh my God! Yes. We're going to do a little bit of a season 2023-2024 season recap, and just talk about, obviously we'll talk about Manchester United in more detail, but I thought we should take a little light detour. And, since my boy from Botswana, all the way in Botswana, is here, we can quickly also talk about how his season unraveled, and also another question that's been creeping up my mind like this morning was that why hasn't INEOS said anything directly to Ten Hag about saying congratulations, that was really good? We've only heard of Sir Jim Ratcliffe congratulating the players and some of the staff, but not necessarily directly the coaching staff, not necessarily Eriktenhag. I had to raise the Carlo Ancelotti eyebrow for that one. And anyway, my name is botswanapapi. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let's get this show started. All right. Let me add him to the stage. You've seen his face here before. His name is Linkster, Liverpool supporter. What's good, bro?
What's going on, broski? What's going on? BBL City.
BBL City. Come on, man.
Oh, crazy.
bro, I'm still sort of like, did we actually do it?
And I can't believe it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, after the season we've had today, I can just say, we have a trophy. Arsenal.
But I can see you don't know nothing about that.
You don't know nothing about trophies. I mean, you guys, you got the Carabao, you got the energy drink trophy, right? So
okay, listen, we did exactly what we needed to do. We got the W and the trophy in early. Yes. We set up the rest of the season nicely. Unfortunately, we didn't deliver on any more trophies, but we did what you need to do, and let's secure your talking point early. Let's secure your crate early. Now no one can talk smack to us because all we can say is, "Hey, don't forget what we did. Don't forget what we did back there."
But I can't let you off the hook easy like that, bro. You were in contention for the Premier League title race for large parts of the season, bro.
So I remember the day you called me. I think it was before the Palace game. Oh my God. And I said, if we lose in Palace, we've lost the league. Lo and behold, what happens? We went and caught hands.
What?
We went and caught hands at Palace.
Wrong. First of all, do you remember I think Jurgen Klopp announced maybe January that he was gonna leave? Is that?
Yeah, it was. I mean, as a Klopp fan, I really should have this day tattooed somewhere. because that's the day we all died. But yeah, it was sometime in Jan actually. Yeah, sometime in Jan.
So let's start from there. Was that too premature? What do you like? How now you have the season to look back? I mean, the opportunity
Yeah,
to look back at the season and be like, where did you go wrong? You mentioned the Crystal Palace game, but do you
yeah.
think Klopp um said things too quickly? Did it like how do you look at it as a Liverpool fan, bro? Like,
To be extremely fair, no, I actually don't think it was Klopp's fault. To be fair, like there's moments where I can pick on Klopp, sure, like any manager or any team can pick on their manager here and there. But if I look at the actual chances which we missed, or the games that we lost, which were crucial,
yeah,
I think Klopp had done everything he could do in those games for us to win. It was just it then came to other things. But that being said, then maybe the mentality of the players would have needed to be a bit stronger. I feel like he announced he did what's the honorable thing. He wanted to have like he didn't want to keep the secret for long, etc., etc. You didn't want
the
it to,
quadruple was still on at
the
that time.
quadruple was still, he was also he didn't I don't think he saw it as a motivating factor to anybody except for us the fans, because now we were like, okay, we're sending Klopp off on the big with the big hurrah. But let's be honest, we're the same team who 2 seasons ago were 2 games shy of another quad,
Yes.
right? A real quad. Let me not say it. Actually, let me not say a real quad. Quad is a quad. But
It's a light quad, a quad light.
quad line. This is gonna be a quad line. So,
Yeah.
but we lost 2 very crucial games, or actually we lost out on 2 days, and there's nothing else in Klopp's time that would have shown that we have the strength to go for 4 trophies and get them. Like as in like it would have been easy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't think it was Klopp. I think it's really the players, man. In terms of the Premier League, I really blame guys like Mohamed Salah, guys like Darwin Nunez for hitting the post as many times as he did. People like Salah for not making the right pass, not finish. I mean, I'm gonna name names. I'm gonna name names.
Let's hear them. Name the
I'm
dead
naming names, bro. I'm naming names, bro.
Joe Isaac says it was a quad bike.
Listen, he's right. It would have been a quad bike. It would have been a quad bike.
Yeah, so that's the thing now, because obviously, like, I mean, I'm curious about for you the players that you feel are like the letdowns. You mentioned you saying mentality, right? Klopp did the
Yeah,
thing. On one perspective, you can be like, yeah, that
yeah,
gives somebody motivation to be like, all right, one last dance, let me go
yeah,
get all for Jurgen, so he goes out on a high, right? And
yeah.
but you say the mentality let down. Who are the culprits from your perspective, bro?
I'm so glad you said one last dance there, because I genuinely thought of the Chicago Bulls on the Last Dance documentary. I thought of MJ there. This whole season, I was like,
Yeah.
man. In my mind, I was like, I hope Klopp showed these guys they rewatched this doc. Yeah, guys, this
Yes.
is what we're doing. And I think this is the season where they're doing a Netflix documentary on this season as well. So all of these things are coming into mind, and by the time the show comes out, we'll see. But the players who I think were culprits, I will start with Salah. Right, something happened to Salah in the last maybe in that last 12 games, not 12, 10 game stretch where he just somewhat wasn't himself. But we consistently kept trusting him and playing him, which I think you should do. Sometimes you should keep faith with a player even if they're struggling. But you must keep faith with the player when they're showing signs.
Sorry, what?
When they're showing signs that they can be, that they have that fire. Like there's a player who was showing me that he has the fire, but he was also just disappointing at times. But I like that he had the fire, and that's Cody Gakpo, for instance. Cody Gakpo, he had been on the bench for a while, but when he came into games, I could see his hunger, I could see his endeavor, I could see he was hungry to get going. Diogo Jota was another player who had the fire, but he got injured at a crucial time. So guys like Nunez always has the fire. His mentality is not necessarily wrong, but I just think my man was abysmal in front of goal. Like it really. Someone said it the other day. I think it was on I forgot which show it was, but they were like, if we look at how many times Darwin Núñez hit the post or the crossbar, his near misses, and those were crucial. It's not like we were 6-0 up when you were doing that.
I just pulled it up. 9 times he hit the woodwork this
Like
23-24 season.
that's
The second
insane.
number 2 on that list is 5. You know, like he was almost double digits.
That's insane. But also, what for me it is, it's at crucial moments.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at so many games where we either lost that game or we drew that game because of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I look at a defense. Yes, our defense we had one of our poorest showings in defense. Alisson was nowhere near contending for Golden Glove this season, but Virgil van Dijk had an amazing season for his by his standards, and also given where he's been in the past 2-3 seasons, he had a very good season. And I don't think we went with the Kings of the comeback for some time. 1-0 down, come back and win. 1-0 down, come back and win.
You guys set that culture, bro.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're bringing that up because I remember I do it every Friday. I do a little bit of a football quiz, you know, and the Friday happy hour. And I can't remember the stat right now, but you guys you rebranded yourself to the Comeback Kings, and it was always one. You score in the edit time.
It was good times. I mean, listen, when we at the start of this year, Liverpool had the title in our hands. We had the title in our hands, and then there was a run where we lost about 2 games and drew 1 or something like that, and it all went to man.
Curious too, by the way. I was just looking at the club stats for the players. You know, Mo Salah is the one who's taken the most shots, and then Darwin Núñez has taken so Mo Salah 114 shots in the Premier League, and Darwin Núñez 108. And even last season, Darwin Núñez was also, one of the highest people that have hit the woodwork from all the players in the club, and it's just a crazy thing where I'm like, where you go? Is he showing like he can improve? If anything, he's regressed. He hit the post 5 times.
I wouldn't say he regressed.
He's gonna be double digits, man.
I wouldn't say he regressed. I don't think he's. Let me tell you something funny. Let me tell you something very funny. Last weekend, the final games, right? Klopp is giving his goodbye speech in the locker room. He's basically saying, "Yo, guys, I love you guys. Well done for everything. Blah blah blah." If you watch that clip, it's like there's a 1 minute 38 second clip on YouTube. If you watch that clip, Darwin Núñez is sitting there, biting his fingernails, completely lost. I'm like, okay, I get there's a language barrier. I get you don't speak English, but like, look engaged, bro. Like, look engaged. Yo, that clip kills me. I'm like, bro, you just look like you have no clue what's going on. Every other player is like locked in. They're all panting. They're playing the game. Like, okay, coach is speaking. Darwin Núñez is there. He's just
reminding you of that advanced calculus class when everybody is like understanding and you're just like looking.
I'm like this guy. He just needs to show me that like it's some because I feel like yes, he has all the heart in the world. He has a heart. He has endeavor. But if he can't be coached, that will become a problem even for the upcoming coach coming in.
Yeah, man.
This is scary.
Nice little segue right there that you did. I like it.
I'm good. That boy good. I'm good. You should have
I know I have you for a limited period of time, so I want to touch all the points that I can touch. So, man, what are you? First of all, you get a manager left field. Nobody really knows about him, and then from there, like, how do you feel? Because I feel like you're about to get into a rebuild period, and hopefully you'll get the turbulent season that we had this season.
I just don't want the Man United curse.
Before you answer that, I want to say big shout out to everybody that's tuned in the chat, by the way. I'm not ignoring you. I see you, men, Lutata, as well. Man just saying, Leeds, hold that. I guess that game is done in Southampton. Oh, okay.
What? What's happening?
We'll hear more from Mans a little later. I'm sure he's gonna join us, and we'll talk a little bit about that game as well. That was going on today. Yale in the house as well. Shout out to Yale. Yale, by the way, saying INEOS is United, and United has congratulated them. Talking about Ten Hag.
Okay.
Yep. And Superfly, DJ Superfly in the house. Guys, hit the like button. We have 25 people already tuned in right now, and we need to get those likes up. Come on.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Right. Number one hunter in the house. He's been hunting. He says Leeds falling and us winning the FA Cup. What a wonderful 2 days. It inspired me to go watch Leeds fan reaction when we spanked them. Absolutely scrumptious. The Man United rivalry versus Leeds is strong. The one versus you guys is strong too, but the one versus Leeds is deep as well.
Oh, does this mean Southampton probably beat Leeds? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
no. Southampton beat Leeds, and we're gonna see them next season. So this is gonna
Welcome
be
back to the Premier League, Southampton.
Right. Kenny Fan TV is wondering if today we're interviewing Noni Madueke.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Madueke's cousin.
That's hilarious. Yo, Kenny, you funny, bro. You funny, bro. Now, if it was Madueke, you know what we'd do? Would have the hairstyles out. You know all the Chelsea.
You look like Madueke when he's doing hair treatment. You know, like he's now got the.
Yo, Chelsea, you got to talk about how Chelsea signed 7 of the same exact players this season. Like those guys are the same hairstylists. They were like, all right, this is going to work. If they look the same, they'll play.
Hairstylist. I think it's the same hairdresser. You know.
But actually,
anyway,
you guys robbed Chelsea of. So now they're gonna be playing. You robbed Newcastle because Chelsea's playing Conference League, and then Newcastle is going to be playing at home. FIFA.
Yeah. For real.
Jeez.
For real.
Someone said, I saw a tweet yesterday. They were like, we robbed Chelsea out of Europa. We robbed snap. I forgot the third one. Okay, I've ruined the joke. But basically,
yeah.
You robbed Arsenal out of the Community Shield, and then there's a third one you robbed.
Newcastle. No.
Oh, you robbed Newcastle out of Europe. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, 3-1. 3-1.
Crazy.
You know?
Crazy.
It was a significant win for us, you know. So yeah, bro, let's go on to Onslaught. Like, how you feeling about your chances with Onslaught, bro? Like, you know, have you been watching going to Feyenoord ball type of research? What are you doing?
I'm a fan, but I'm not about to. I'm not about to go and watch Feyenoord games now. Just to see what's going on. I'm not about to watch Feyenoord games.
Slot ball? What? Slot ball? What?
Imagine you come next season and we all start saying, "Oh, we're playing slots." Like, come on.
I'm playing slots.
Come on. Oh my God. We're playing slots. What is this? No, but listen. But the Manx look serious. Like I said, as long as we avoid the United curse. I mean, a bald Dutch manager. Oh, all the signs of a Man United curse are there. But the only difference is that this guy actually looks a bit serious. Like his style of play, his thinking. I've seen a couple of shorts. He seems to be saying the right things, but all of this stuff will be proven on the pitch. So I suppose for him, he's coming into the best sort of environment. Like he's thinking, had he come into us having won 4 trophies, it would have been tough. So 1 trophy, a good squad, if we can retain a lot of the players, which I think is important for. If we cannot lose players this season, this transfer window, that would be great. He can just build onto the squad and then see what's going on. I think I back him to do well. I back us to finish top 4 still, because if I'm him and I don't want to tinker too much, I'm just gonna say, all right, boys, keep doing what you're doing. We're still pressing. We're doing 1, 2, 3. I like 1, 2. Just tinker here and there, and then the guys will play with the same hunger. But I think he is going to be a good manager. I think he'll do well.
Word. Yeah, man, we will be there. I hope he doesn't do well. I hope he doesn't slot in well at Liverpool. Months with the puns. I love it.
The bars.
Slot has multiple playing styles and very good tactics. It says red one.
The comments are doing the work for me, bro. I love it. For me,
bro. Okay. Here's a quick one. All right. Let's start with Alisson Becker. Keep or go? Obviously, you're keeping, right?
Oh, keep.
All right.
Keep.
Adrian, the Spanish goalkeeper.
Keep. If he wants to stay, keep. There's a third choice. It's fine.
Yeah, what's the other one? Kelleher,
Yeah,
right?
Quavin Kelleher. Yeah,
Yeah, keep.
keep.
All right.
He
So
he
Gomez.
might go. He might. I'm gonna be honest. He might go because he wants more first team. He got regular team football because Allison was injured, but he might go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for me, I actually saw. I was like impressed by him,
yeah,
and I think he's one of those people that you can see that he doesn't deserve to be just like a number
yeah.
2 or 3. I don't know what position you consider him
I
in the.
back him above someone like Bert Leno. So the likes of Fulham might be like, yo, pull up. So
Let the men shine.
yeah,
Stop
but I'll
blocking his shine. Okay, Van Disney. Obviously, you're still keeping, right?
keep Virgil.
Gomez,
Keep Gomez. I'm a big fan of Gomez.
Konate.
Keep Konate.
Now it gets interesting. Tsimikas.
Sell Costas. Please. Actually, I lied when I said no one should leave the club. Costas can leave the club. I
Okay.
love his energy. He's cool. He's nice in the dressing room, I guess. But on my pitch, oh, okay. He's not. Let me not be egregious here. He is not the worst player I've seen playing football. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But I just feel like there's better left backs I see and I even looked at like lower teams. I looked at Ain't Nori, I looked at Anthony Robinson at Fulham. There's players, I look at the guy Mitchell. There's players I can name who can play both left and right back, who can take his position, for instance, as a backup to Robertson. So it's not like they're not out there and doing it in the Premier League.
Yeah. And I guess you just answered Kenny Fan TV by saying that. I guess you're keeping Robertson.
Keep Robertson.
What was up with him? He was injured for a while. I didn't see a lot of him this season.
Yeah, Klopp broke his collarbone or something like that.
No, you serious?
Yeah, that's the injury where he broke his collarbone. I think Klopp fell on him or something like that. So then, on the touch, he was out.
You know what? Now that you mentioned it, I remember.
Yeah. So my man was
I
out
don't
for a
think
while.
it was him who actually.
It was Klopp.
That's hilarious. Hey,
That's
man.
funny.
Hey. Okay, Matip. What about Matip?
Oh, but Matip is leaving already. I would have kept Matip for one more season. He wouldn't have got much game time, but you need that utility player. So, but he's gone already. Him and Thiago.
All right.
They've been released.
And then the midfielder or whatever he is, a right back. What's his name? Alexander Arnold.
Yo, Real Madrid want Trent back.
Yeah.
And if they keep calling, I would obviously keep Trent. I'd let him build on his position as coming into the midfield. I would do, and I would get a right back to an experienced right back because we have a growing right back in Connor Bradley, who I would keep. But I'd bring in a more experienced right back to cement that position there.
Man, special shout out to Kwanzaa, man. I was impressed by that kid, man. He literally, like, I remember just shouting in different Man United channels, being like, release Willie Kwambala because look at Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is doing his thing, And yeah, I think 17 appearances in the Premier League. That was something fantastic.
He's come into his own. He's grown into a bit of a man now this season. This is his coming out parade, and I think he's going to grow from strength to strength, which is given the confidence to play. And he himself has discovered himself. So I like him. I like him a lot.
Question for you, Mr. Noni. What are your expectations for Liverpool next season?
I'm not even going to say top 4. I'm going to say better than third. It's so basically better than what we did this season. Third or up. I will then say that I don't see us picking up another a trophy outside of some of the other domestic trophies. I don't see us winning Champions League next season. I don't see us winning Carabao or retaining it. Maybe FA Cup. Maybe FA Cup actually. We will do, basically, I think we'll do well in another cup competition. We'll go deep. I'm not sure I can't guarantee we'll win. But my expectations would be, for sure, a top 3 finish again, if not better, and going deep in a cup.
That's pretty much also yeah. Kenny Fan TV says fourth for Liverpool would be a more like realistic expectation. New
But
manager.
think if Kenny says fourth, I want Kenny should comment who he thinks would be the top three teams.
Ooh, Kenny, you heard him. You heard him. You heard
Comment. Yeah.
quickly. I want to ask you about the midfield situation, bro. What about you guys make the funniest memes. I heard like 70% of the earth is covered by water and the rest is covered by endo. Like they said, this boy covers so much ground. Like it's incredible. So were you impressed with endo,
I
even though
saw
he
I,
one
I
goal?
saw another I saw another meme. It was like, oh, Liverpool have signed such a great guy in Wataru Endo. How he can make it for the weekend games and still star in the show, in the Netflix show, sorry, the Disney show Shogun at the same time amazes me.
That is hilarious. That's hilarious.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
but,
yo,
but but he doesn't have any assists, bro. Come on, Link.
did you see his goal at Fulham, bro? He doesn't need to assist when he can
Just
bang them in
one
like
goal.
that. Yeah, I mean, listen, he's just one shy of Anthony, like that. Anthony,
He's
it's
just
fine.
what? Say that last part again. I missed.
He's one shy of Anthony with his one goal.
Okay, you took it there. But actually, okay, yeah, actually, no, I was going to go again. Okay,
No,
I
I
can
like
be-
Endo. I
I've
like
started
Endo.
foot Larry.
I
But
like Endo, man. Endo's great. Endo gives us cover. He did start to tire in the last 10 games or so, which I think also affected our performance. But that just goes to show we need another number six. Because when McAllister plays there, we take away from him being a good number eight. So I like Endo. So, but he only has about one more good season in him, and then he becomes just utility.
yeah, man. Big up to Luca in the house as well. And also, oh, Red One says, what video? How to bottle? I explain that a little bit more, Red One.
Yeah, he got
All
an
right.
experience.
At the beginning of the season, I thought you guys were gonna have a tough time, like figuring out the midfield because you had McAllister just coming in, obviously Sobozlai as well, and like the Endo guy as well. So I was just like, this one is gonna be not gonna be that easy. But you've had like some serious like players step up, like Budgetic at some points as well. But McAllister and Sobozlai have been really instrumental for you guys, and what's his name, the Dutch guy.
Gravenberch.
Uh,
Gravenberch.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you guys they usually midfields. That's why you win and lose games, and you guys actually, for the most part, were able to control. You've been
And it's
impressed.
funny.
I'm guessing.
You even left out a guy who made the surprise 33 of England there, Curtis Jones, for instance.
Yes.
Like Curtis is actually he also developed well as a player this season. He grew a little bit, and I like what he was able to contribute. So he also can go from strength to strength next season. By Chetic, actually, I think you're probably glorifying him off the strength of his previous season. He didn't even play this season, that boy, bro, and he's amazing. That guy, he's amazing. That kid. So I'm hoping that he can also come in and do a job. Harvey Elliott, I guess we should count him in midfield. No, probably up front there. No, it's fine. But yeah, no, I think you are right. I was also nervous about it, but if you remember, you saw that video. Okay, let me not assume you saw the video. Klopp said to Endo when he came in, "We need you. We really need you." And boy, was he not wrong, because we did need that guy, James.
Oh no, yeah, I was first skeptical and also more or less laughing at you guys because it was a reaction signing from you couldn't get Caicedo, you couldn't
Couldn't
get
get Lavia.
Lavia, so you went for Endo, and I can't remember the joke. There's a joke about like Endo is like the whatever. I can't remember that joke right now, but it was early, like last year's jokes,
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
yeah. But he came in and did his thing, and he looks like he'll be one to build with for the future. We'll see. Really quickly, the last person to touch on is Thiago Alcantara.
No, you didn't drop the dead word, bro. Not the dead word.
No, he's like that. If you had a Rolls Royce Phantom but it doesn't have a carburetor, or it just can't. You know, you can only drive it once a year.
Nah, Thiago, I don't let him leave my club. It's fine. I'm okay because he really, unfortunately, didn't contribute much. I was laughing. I was watching. They do like highlight reels for players who are leaving the club and stuff like that. His was really short because they were recycling a lot of like the limited material they have of his time at Liverpool, which was hilarious. But like he could have been a really good player. What I like about Thiago is that he was essential last season to bringing Bajcetic into the team and teaching him like how to like be good. So I'm hopeful that Bajcetic learned a lot off of him and will carry that forward. Other than that, yeah, man, thanks for coming through. Cheers.
He almost reeks of like yes, Ronald, thank you for reminding me. From Endo to Endo. That's the joke that I was misremembering. Big up,
From
Ronald.
Endo to Endo.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, but Endo was an up. No, look here again. Let me not be egregious. Shout out to Endo and all he did for the club, but Endo does the business. It was a joke at first, but he does the business. He does the business.
No. He's a workhorse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm impressed. You already talked about Darwin Nunez, how you're not happy with him, but I guess you're still cool with him staying, even though I feel like this season he's gonna miss double digits, or hit the post double digit times because
he's gonna have a big. He's gonna like. Somebody asked what are my expectations. I expect Darwin Nunez to have a big season next season. I expect it. If he doesn't, then that'll be his third season and he might as well leave my club. But I think that he will have a big season next season. I'm telling you. He'll have a big season.
Next time you'll be cited no, and then no.
Do you remember David and Go? Oh, sorry, I just went to
that is hilarious, man. The last player, or the second last player to talk about is the Egyptian Billy Denser. You mentioned him. Do you think Saudi Arabia is gonna, get him, or like what's going on with Mo Salah, bro? Just tell me. I'm a United fan. I don't know much about.
If Saudi comes, here's my opinion. If Saudi comes with a big bid, I would sell Mo Salah. He's got 1 year left on his contract. He's not going to sign a new contract with us. So it's either that or he's leaving for free. And I feel like if we are going to suffer and have a transitional period, maybe this would be the season whereby with a new manager coming in, let's shift as many, like not as many, but if that's a big piece to shift it now so you can adjust. Use the season to adjust. Virgil is the guy to keep for me. Trent is the guy to keep for me. Mo Salah, if he wants to stay, cool. But if we need to cash in, I would cash in now and then try and rebuild. That's what I would do this season.
I hear you. Ronald has a theory here that Salah cut his afro because so he can feel good there. He's getting ready.
If Salah stays, I hope that him cutting his hair. You know how we say in our culture, one side bad. He's removing all of the bad omens.
He's pulling a Nicholas Jackson. He's
cleansing himself of hitting the post and not passing the ball and all of that stuff. He wants to put on the fire.
That is too funny, bro. Yeah, that's I hear your point about if you want to expedite your rebuild.
Do it now. Do it now.
Big, hopefully, like enough money to like get another player too that can actually do good for you guys and help.
Because Saudi would still offer 100 or 100 plus for Salah. Saudi, maybe not another club, but Saudi would still offer 100.
Yeah. Man, I was jealous of him. Always jealous of Salah. Like he's for me, like he's had very, very big performances. Especially like my favorite one is when he just cut through like 5 Manchester City players and just.
I thought you meant when he scored the 7th against Man United.
Just like that, we lost connection. Hey, Legs. Uh,
Now
no,
I know what to say to get out of here.
nah. We've touched on all your forwards except Luis Diaz.
Yeah,
Diaz.
yeah.
You happy with
I
Mr.
like Lucho. You know, Luis Diaz is the
His name
one
is
player.
Lucho. Okay.
Lucho. Yeah, that's his name, Lucho. Well, you know, all these South American guys have nicknames and
Yeah,
stuff.
we know Lita, but I didn't know no Lucho. But nice to know. That's why I have you here. Yes.
Lucho. So I like him, but you see, Luis Diaz is the type of guy who needs to train with Mo Salah this holiday just to get a little bit buffer, a little more strength, so that when he takes players on, like he has like a bit of muscle on there, because he's not one who's shy to take on players, and I like that. Sometimes we've seen in a lot of Premier League teams, wingers who don't necessarily take on players anymore; they just pass right. Jack Grealish.
I hear you.
But you know,
Yeah.
I like him. I like him. Klopp has faith in him, and I think Slot will too. So yeah, we'll see that.
Yeah. Nah, man. That he's a workaholic. He just
Yeah,
needs to work on the shot power. He's got a good like when he cuts in, good
yeah.
finesse. But I feel like sometimes Onana could save some of those, because they don't
That's
have
why he needs.
power.
That's
His
why
shot.
he needs the strength training. He needs to strength train a little bit, get a little bit more power in him.
Yeah. No, I want to bring in Sashiv into this conversation because he had a comment earlier on about signing of the season. Big up, Sashiv. How you doing?
Big up, man. I'm good, man. I'm still so buzzing about the FA Cup win, man. One
Oh,
on five.
what?
Who
Is
can
it
hold
still the
that,
same
bro?
day in Australia as the FA Cup, or is it the next day for you now?
It is. Oh, it is a Monday hour for me, man.
Oh my God, you are in the future. I keep forgetting your time
I'm
zone.
always in the future, man.
Always in the future. So
I'm always
is
the future.
Ten Hag back yet? Have you has INEOS said anything yet?
Hope he stays, man. I just hope he stays until for real, on a real note. I just hope he stays for another season, bro. Sacking Ten Hag would be a biggest mistake. Will be a biggest mistake.
You would.
Well, I
But
mean,
we're still on
what?
Liverpool, Sashiv.
Sashib, you don't like Gareth Southgate? What do you mean, Sashib? You don't like Southgate?
Hey. Mr. Southgate.
Southgate comes to United. I'm sorry.
Out my club.
Nah, not Southgate, bro. Like send Southgate to Chelsea. Send Southgate to Chelsea.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
see what happens.
a wild rumor. But Sashiv, you said signing of the season for Liverpool for you, or for who did you say? Sorry, I missed.
I have said Alexis McAllister, bargain signing of the season, especially for that price. Alexis McAllister.
I agree 100%. 40.
One of the few guys from Brighton that just like have gone like most people from Brighton that is turbulent, like Kukureya, the who is that another player maybe I'm forgetting that left the Brighton brigade and did well.
Who was their keeper before Steele?
Robert Sanchez.
Robert Sanchez. So no, not really.
Why? Yeah, man, it's such a wild South. McAllister, he deserves his flowers for that, for sure.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
For real. Yeah, I saw Drex's comment and I was like, nah.
You noise,
bro.
That's all good, bro.
I want to also welcome into the conversation Mr. Leeds Hold That.
Mr. Munch, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. First of all, big up to my man Links in the chat, man. Big up to you, man. First time chatting to you, man.
Cheers, bro. Cheers.
Yeah, man. It's been a good weekend, man. United winning yesterday. Leeds losing today. We'll talk about the other United situations later on, but let's not ruin the bad vibes right now. You know what I'm saying? But
Liverpool party. These guys just won an energy drink cup, bro. Don't
worry.
I'm
talking about our own managerial situation. Let's just bypass that.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Hold the horses there, bro.
No, but honestly, from someone who comes from a Liverpool family. It's lovely to see Klopp leaving. Good luck to him on his future endeavors. But from a personal standpoint, yeah, man, you guys got your Champions League participation award, but we got a trophy this season. So blessed.
Listen, I just think that the trophy you got and the trophy we got, level playing field for me. But the caveat.
Wait, hold on. I wanted to ask him a question. I want to ask him a question.
Let me just add on first. The caveat would be that we're playing Champions League next season, and you guys will play Europa. So we know a lot about Europa.
All right.
So good luck there.
I need to ask you a question.
Whoa! Didn't you guys lost to this team?
The guys who won? Yeah, the guys who won. If you're gonna lose to someone, lose to the winners. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, that's what Coventry fans said to me. You know what I'm saying? But big up. Anyway, and I'm actually from Coventry as well, so it's all good.
You were gonna ask me a question, yeah?
Yeah, Links. Do you know when United won the Carabao Cup and finished third last season, right? Did you downplay our achievements as well? I want to ask you that.
So unlike United fans, I actually don't pick on United as much. I only call it what it is. So you guys won a cup and you finished third, right? So you guys actually did the business last season. I wasn't talking smack or nothing like that. I mean, I don't like your club. I don't like it. I don't like anything about your club. It's all good. You guys are in the doldrums.
By your club either. We hate the logo. We hate the manager. We hate the colors. We hate the stadium.
I didn't downplay your achievement last season. You achieved it. I'm just genuinely surprised that you guys actually won yesterday. I wouldn't even lie to you. I'm not hating. I'm just surprised. It was incredible.
Yeah, man.
It was a pleasant surprise for us, bro. Too. Like, honestly, well, obviously the way when you support your club, you're like, we're gonna win it, we're gonna win this. But deep down, there was this nervousness that, come on, it's City, To
the three of y'all, actually, thanks for asking that question. Please hold that. But do you guys think that you now have an identity somewhat in terms of how you play? Because if you look at how you played yesterday, some of the telling things were about how Mainu and Amrabat played well in midfield as holders. But this real strength of the victory came from having Varane and Martinez back along that spine. So what would you say is your identity as a club? Because that's the only thing we will knock you for. Because you guys just come out and play. You just turn up and figure out how to jam on the day.
I wish I'd have asked me this. This is such a long-winded question, man. Because obviously everyone has their own opinions, innit? For me, I think the manager's strategy was playing the occasion. He didn't play the game like he did against Liverpool. He just played the occasion. I think he made the strategy a bit too late when nothing was really on the line in the league. And he stumbled across the formation that proved successful for the 5 games through the players that are available. I don't think he would do this through the players that were available in the basically with a full-strength squad. I was saying he wouldn't choose these players if at his disposal. So
basically, he woke up and rolled the dice. All right.
Pretty much, yeah.
Thanks.
So, Jim, what do you think?
I gotta say it as I see it. You know what I mean? I gotta say it as it is. So people don't like it. It's all good.
No, respect. Call it like it is.
I'll be honest with you, right? I think after this FA Cup win, I felt like this is gonna be a huge confusion whether basically INEOS are going to sack eriktenhag or not. So it is pretty much in the balance at this moment of time.
Okay.
In a one-off game, that's you're playing a team that's on that's already got a drilled way of playing. I think for me, obviously that's acceptable, right? To have almost 25, 26% possession, but sustainable. Like if we're playing a league game, we're playing home and away, we gotta do something that's way different from that. For me, the other people that like counter-attacking football, I want to give respect to the counter-attacks we saw yesterday, that they were so good. They were really, really like calculated and measured counter-attacks that, like, I remember Amrabat taking the ball, like displacing Man City players, taking those extra touches to be able to just give the ball to Dallo, and then from there, that's like when you're playing that a team that's has an identity. Because I don't think there's an identity right now, and it was not Ten Hag ball by any means, right? But it was the first time or one of the first few times I was impressed seeing, like, oh, Ten Hag can actually realize the strengths of another team and say, damn, forget all the stuff that I've been saying, we're gonna play it this way, and which almost goes against what he said, because he gave this interview saying, oh, I don't want to tweak the way we're playing, because it's going to make the other players doubt how the lessons I've been teaching them all season. But this time around, he showed he can play more than one way. And
I thought you were going to say, when he said that you guys are the most entertaining team in the league. Sorry, okay.
That was I thought that was an AI or something.
So yeah, not something I want to see next season. I want us to see us have a different style of play if Ten Hag is still in the picture, and that's my answer to that, Links. Yeah,
I've got a question. I heard something yesterday that Man City had 115 drinks before the game.
Oh my God! There's literally so many excuses made literally made from the City fans, and they were saying like the team is like so much of hunger. No. We just tactically beat you. Simple, fair and square.
Simple and plain.
It was refreshing to hear Pep Guardiola said, I got the tactics wrong. There you go. For me, I respect managers that go out and say that, instead of paint a different rhetoric and try and start a different narrative that's not really like, fam, we saw the same game as you. And Ten Hag,
I would stop talking right now with the manager you have. I just want you to look in the mirror.
It's a subliminal to him to be like, bro, he did say some ridiculous things. This press conference is like this year, bro. He did. Even though I'm building with him, he's not obviously. He has blood in his hands for some of the stuff he spewed, bro. Like,
fellas, I need to love and leave you now. Thank you for a good time. I hope that I'm gonna see you again soon, all of you guys. My parting words to you guys.
Europa League.
Yeah, man. See Thursdays.
My parting question to you guys is this: Rashford, does he stay or go?
Oh, sell him. Get him out of here.
Big up, Links, man.
Cheers, guys.
He has to leave. Big up, Links. Thanks for pulling up, my G. All right. Oh man, Links. Very, very interesting divergence into the Liverpool season 2023-24, how it went. Let's look inward now. Let's look at us.
Hey, Bots, I think I might have caused a bit of chaos in the chat,
I'm looking at,
I saw the chat, bro.
when there's like words that are not in my vibe, I just ignore them. But big up Benitra, big up Mark. Mark was saying sell Rashford as well. Imran Khan also in the house saying City's team went
£115 on every point, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a funny situation. It was the first time, bro, seeing them so like doing some misplaced passing, bro. Frustration, shooting at sometimes angles that are not so good, and I really, really, really feel like, at first I was like these players, like when you almost believe like they're not like human in terms of the way they play. It's just like a given that they're gonna be so good. And it was nice to see that they're also human, and De Bruyne as well. Like he didn't finish a game. That made me so happy, One thing that also made me happy that I want to just make sure that we give the man his accolades, or should I say the teenager of the match. I don't know why they call him man of the match, but he was teenager of the match, Mr. Kobe Mainoo, and how special he is, guys. You know that here's a few things that I found interesting that I want to share about Mainoo. This season we've seen him having the breakout, the full Premier League breakout into the first team, right? He's become a staple in the starting 11. He won Man United Player of the Month in January. He won Premier League Goal of the Month in February. He got his first England call-up and debut. Man of the match in his first England start. Come on.
Oh my God.
Premier League Young Player of the Season nominee, Premier League Goal of the Season nominee, England Euro Provisional Squad call-up, England Euro Final Squad selection is probably also expected. There's no way Southgate is going to exclude him. And won the FA Cup while scoring and being named man of the match. If that's not nice, you don't know what nice is. We have a special guy in our hands, bro. Like I get it. People that always say, don't juice, don't give overhype somebody. But like when we take a second to just recap the evolution of Mainoo, it's actually so special and it deserves some praises, So yeah, those are some of the things that I wanted to make sure that I mention about him. Anything else that you want to add, Sashev, on that? Ooh, are you about to share something really quickly?
Yeah, I want to share something, man.
I got a question, guys. Do you think Southgate picks Mainoo? Do you think he'll just stick with the regular?
Oh, look at this! Look at this, guys! Look at the live.
Oh, we answer it.
Look at the live.
Oh crap! It's Matisse. Right.
That's Matisse. That's my guy Matisse in the stream.
Is he realizing he's gonna be at a conference table?
Yeah. He's thinking about his life. He's thinking about his life.
Man's gonna play Total Network Solutions in them, man. In the
this guy was just talking smack, bro, as if this guy was he was literally going to get Europa League first, but no, he eliminated from Europa League without even playing.
Do you know who just miscalled me?
Chelsea done.
Hey
guys, do you know that Chelsea have to play a two-legged playoff just to qualify for the?
True. Yeah. The playoff. They're doing a playoff.
August 22nd.
I'm gonna tune into that. I'm gonna tune into the stream.
yeah, thanks. We will be there.
We will be there for that. So let me see. Should I return? Let me return. Let me see if you.
Return a call, man.
It's the
he's gonna be in the Europa StreamYard League. You know what I'm saying or not?
Right, guys. We got 46 people tuned in right now. Kindly hit the like.
Wow, that's a record today.
What's up, bro? I just saw your missed call, bro. How you doing?
Are you working or are you streaming or not doing nothing?
No, I'm just enjoying my FA Cup, bro. What are you doing? I'm streaming.
FA Cup, fucking hell.
Oh, Dad, I'm streaming.
Breaking news! He's back.
I'm breaking news. About Leeds United crying their tears, not coming in the Premier League. And I was speaking to Man United.
Hopium.
Okay. Yeah.
And he was like saying about Man City actually felt sorry for you for actually that let us be winning.
What are you talking about?
I've got one of my mates who's a Man United fan. He said he actually felt sorry for Man United being so fit in the season. This season, being in the Premier League. Yeah, we didn't deserve to win. We would deserve to be in that FA Cup final. But the situation is, Man City felt
Big up Ray.
They let us win.
Bro.
Big up Winnie Dre.
Do you know what? I remember Pep Guardiola said in his interview
Guardiola
felt sorry for you because when you weren't going to get there European season.
I heard what Pep Guardiola said.
Because you stop the
Pep Guardiola.
guys are laugh like you pick
I think I need to change something.
Bro, Pep Guardiola was apologetic. He was looking sorry. He was looking. He first of all dressed up in a suit, and he was.
Look at more excuses.
Not excuses. We
No,
beat
That's
you.
not excuses.
You beat City.
Papi ask Chelsea then after he beat Krebs, no Severo, and he too like to in Tajikistan if he gonna be there watching.
Oh, we will be there.
Hey, Mark, they got to play Wi-Fi passwords every week, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bye. I'll see you at a conference league. Yes.
This European Cup, what we might be in,
Yeah.
we know we might go with it because it's another league, it's going to be in our table.
Oh, well, that's your level. That's your level. That's exactly your level. Conference.
Oh.
Too much waffle. Too much yappa.
Yeah, yappa.
Welcome, Ronald.
Like
welcome, Mark. Welcome, Dimitri. How you guys doing? Oh.
Bernie Dre, you know, Papi joined the THDL. So right now you're kind of surrounded by members, you know, Bernie Dre. There 4 members around you right now. Only one man in the middle, just by chance.
Well, you know, I'm good where I'm at. You know, the thing
where
is,
are you at, Benny Dre?
Where are you at?
Yeah, but are you on the wall?
On the wall, on the outside. Where are you?
I still stand firm that the manager should go. I'll say this though, that I'm not going to jump off a cliff if they keep him. But I definitely feel like he should go. And it's I don't think people will believe me when I say this, but I almost feel a little bit conflicted saying that. Yeah. And I say that because initially I was very much behind this manager. And I got into frequent arguments with people who were from a very early stage calling for the manager to be sacked. It was never about results for me. And I've said this many times. It was never about the results. It was never about that. And of course, football is a results game. But there are certain things that I'm looking for. And if I'm not seeing those, even if you're winning, you know that it's not sustainable. You know, so people can call it play FC all they want. It matters not to me because it's not about the player.
I just want to ask a couple questions when you finish, bro. If you don't
mind.
Sure.
Let Benny Dre finish everything.
No, when he finished, that's what I'm saying. I just want to ask him some questions when he finished, so he don't disappear now. You know, he doesn't stay too long.
A lot of these players, for me, need to go as well. So I don't care much for a lot of these players. But my thing with eriktenhag is that for me, he doesn't play players based on merit. That's one of the main things for me. You understand? So I think he made some good changes for these last couple of games, right? And especially building up to this final and for the final, which I applaud him for. It's really good. My fear is that he did this to save his ass and will revert to form if they give him the opportunity to continue. That's my fear. No, I could be wrong. Let me put that out there. I could be wrong. However, I'm just not convinced that he's willing to do the right thing going forward. That's my thing with Ten Hag. So again, I'm not gonna jump off a cliff if they keep him. But personally, I'd still want to see them make a change.
Got it, Benny Dre. First of all, making a debut on the channel, Troy Superstar. Welcome to the conversation. We're gonna come to you.
Oh my God!
Right. Then, like
bring
Troy in
Troy
the house.
Superstar, bro.
Troy Superstar.
Go
The
ahead,
thing of
go
the
ahead, my
Super
bro.
Chat.
Respond because you wanted to respond, and then we'll go to Troy after you.
Big up Troy.
Is that me or Troy?
Yeah, you wanted to respond to what
I just
Wilson
wanted
was
to ask
saying.
Bernie
And I was
J, what was the
Oh, yeah, go, man.
what's the main reasons why he think Ten Hag should go? That's because he said something about he would revert back to form, but I mean, if we judging him based on the season, this season, I can't really say that's a fair judgment on the manager. You know, last season the manager was playing players and playing the style that suit the players. Now, while many might say he should continue from there, I'm saying I was one of those fans that was saying before then some of those players needed to go. So he was just doing a means to end, to keep the flow going and get the players out while keeping the club winning or keeping the club in a good position. Right? Now I think he overachieved when he got third last season because I think some of the players don't deliver, they're not consistent enough, and it could be seen from the 21-22 season. Now, this season, if you look at some of those same players who delivered last season, they wouldn't dare to deliver this season, And for the reality of football is that it's a more complex situation than just picking a starting 11 and saying you're going to start this player not performing, so you're going to start this player. Because, like we all know, when we work in our own jobs, there are some people who have temporary contracts and permanent contracts, and there's some people who have more flexibility than others in the workplace. Now, it takes status and certain things to attain those different qualifications and whatnot. And, depending on if there's a manager coming into a business or whatnot, you just have to deal with the situation until he can change things. Now, while I would say that he has made bad decisions, there are some selections that I didn't agree with. There's sometimes I felt like maybe he probably should have changed things. While I still backed him in not changing things because I feel like there's a time frame that you can't really put into a quantification for players to learn a brand new system, especially when for the last 5, 6, 7, for some players maybe 9 and 10 years they're playing a whole lot of different type of football, right? So it will take time for them to learn a new way to play, make that their basic default setting, and then expand on that and express themselves. And I feel like in him doing that this season, and then on top of that having to deal with the injuries, it just make it all the more difficult. Now, while we will all agree football is a results business, we went into a rebuild because we believe that the situation before previously was untenable. Going through the manager sacking, hiring and firing every 18 months was untenable. Buying players that was not going to suit the next manager coming in when we know we was going to go through our next manager cycle every 18 months was untenable. So we wanted a change. And in wanting a change, we all accepted the fact that, it might go left, it might be bad, but we're going to stick with it for the length of this manager contract, which after 18 months, after getting a trophy that we haven't gotten in 6 years and finishing third, we decide, well, this manager not good enough. We start to say, well, the injuries we have shouldn't matter. Now, when we look at the drop-off of some of the players coming into the system, it's huge. The way we want to play, the way we intend to play, we can't. We have to make changes and therefore having a lot of problems and issues at different points. Because if you look at it, at different points, different players were unavailable. So even if we had the back four available, we was missing an attacker or missing a midfielder. If you look at some games like the Liverpool games when we was missing Bruno, we played compact, but we really didn't offer much going forward. It have some games where we play compact and we didn't have certain players in the play because they were unavailable, and the defending was not as solid or the attacking was not as creative. So we have to look at it as a situation where our own circumstances is what we have to reflect upon. We cannot compare it to other teams. Because when you compare yourself to other teams, you're basically saying that they actually have the same exact circumstances that
No,
you
but you
have.
can make comparisons.
You could, but
Can
you had
make
to understand
comparisons.
something. You see, the comparisons is only a similarity. It's
No,
not the same, right? And the reason why I would why I would say that is because take Liverpool for example, right?
We are not the only team with
No,
injuries.
no, that's forget the injuries part. I'm not focusing on that, bro. And whether or not another team have injuries, if you want to compare injuries, Brighton and Chelsea and their injuries, bro, you could say Brighton and Chelsea have a better squad in terms of squad depth because they have players in profile for each and every position to fill it that
Yeah,
have the same
but
mold.
you know what?
It have no but there, bro. That's the
Hey,
facts.
Dre, let Mark finish his point. Let
That's the
Mark finish
facts.
his point.
I'm not trying to make it extra. I'm not trying to say that quality for quality they match our players. Salary for salary they don't match our players. The reality is, bro, is that if you look at some of these players that we have, some of them have worlds of talent and ability. Do they apply themselves consistently? No. Before this manager come into the club, when he came in his first season, there's no one of us here saying we was finishing top four. And if we wasn't saying that when he came in his first season, then we could never be saying that in his second season. That don't make sense. Now, while we are Manchester United and we're supposed to be winning, there's a certain sense of reality you have to bring and keep your feet on the ground because it's the real world we live in, not a video game. Right? And we could say we're Manchester United from now until next 10 years. Sometimes development is take time and it's how to lose. It's how to win and lose. It's how to lose. You can't just be successful, just being successful, bro. It don't work like that. How many success stories? If you look at most of the rappers that have the famous actors and they start from the ground zero and then became where they are after hard work. You know what I mean? So what make it different? Because we're Manchester United, bro. For the last decade, we are doing rubbish. Look at all the different bad signings we have, the money we spent, overspent, the bad things that we are doing. Look, Ashley Young, a former player, came out and was lashing out at Manchester United transfer policy since Alex Ferguson left. You know what he was saying? They went from signing players that match the system and suiting the system and the style, players that we know that we did research on and we know what they was going to offer to players who are going to sell shirts. So make it make sense, guys. Because we could sit here and
all
argue
right.
all day
All right.
and pick at a manager, but look at the rest that you're comparing him with, right? Look at the Zerbi. He have a good style of football, but he can't win games.
Yeah, Mark, let Dre quickly say his, and then we're gonna go to Troy because I know you wanna say directly responding to what Mark is saying. Dre, what were you gonna say?
Yeah. Well, one of the things that he even just said, he's talking about the transfer policy. This manager has gotten players that he asks for. Even if it's not the number one players, which a lot of managers don't get.
Which lot of managers you're talking about? Elite managers in top teams or in subpar teams? Because Pepe's get all his players, Arteta get all his players.
Bro. Thank you. A lot of managers, whether you want to call them elite or not, fact is a lot of managers don't get their first choice players. He got the players that he wanted because these were still players that he asked for. Right? Antony, he said, bro.
That's a big statement to make there, bro.
Bro. Thank you. He got Antony, signed Antony for what? 80 plus million. He didn't need Antony, fam. Right? And this ties in directly with one of the issues that I have with this manager. Okay, so yeah, you bought the player. Doesn't mean you have to play him if he's consistently poor. He consistently played the player. Why? Because he is one of the players that he signed. There's this very stupid comment that I hear people saying all the time. He doesn't play this player because it's not his player. That's rubbish. The player is contracted to the club. So once you sign on to the club as a manager, that player is automatically yours. There's nothing in anybody's contract that says that because you didn't sign this player, then that player isn't yours. You are now the manager. So the player, every single player that is contracted to the club is under your tutelage now. You're the manager. You're their manager. You're responsible for their development. There are players at the club that are better and in better form than, say, Antony, than Rashford, right? And he consistently play these players. And as much as I love Bruno, and as much as Bruno has been playing well for the past, say, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games, for the majority of the season he was rubbish. and he was never ever substituted ever. Rashford, it was in the latter stage of the season when he started subbing him or benching him. Antony wasn't dropped from the team until he had his situation, right?
Which was in the
McTominay,
second month of the season,
Oh,
right?
Mark, we're passing the
Which
ball
was in
to
October, right? Just remember and say that.
hold on, Mark.
No, yeah, because bro, he be
No,
missing
Mark,
January because
you were on a very
Hold
lengthy
on,
speech
hold on.
just now, right? So calm down, bro, right? McTominay, the same. So we have a number of players in the team that has not been playing well. And he acknowledged it at one point in a press conference when they asked him specifically about Marcus Rashford. And his response was that he's going to play him until he gets into form.
Remember that press conference?
So I understand the emotions of everything that's happening, the emotions of this FA Cup win. It's wonderful, it's great, we love it, but emotions can throw you off, and that's why sometimes you can't allow your heart to lead you. Sometimes you have to use your head, right? It's like being in a relationship, in a toxic relationship, and you know that you have to leave this person, but that person just take one moment and do something real nice for you, a real good intimate moment, and you forget everything that ever happened while you wanted to leave. But the emotion wear off after a while, and then reality hits again, and you realize this is why we had to go. So I feel the emotions just like everybody else, but I have to think with my head. Why is it that I really wanted this manager to leave in the first place? You understand? So, and I'll say it again. I'll just wrap it up by saying he plays players who are not in form consistently and refuses to either substitute them or bench them. He plays when he's forced to play another player, say for example Ahmad, right? Ahmad is almost single-handedly responsible for us being in the final anyway, right? Ahmad only played because he was forced to because of injuries. But the moment the players that he wants to play comes back, Ahmad is out the team again. Until he was almost like forced to put him in again. And every time this player plays, he delivers. Every time the player plays, he delivers. Now tell me, I'm happy we won yesterday, but who can convince me that Rashford, that Ahmad would not have um contributed significantly more than what Rashford did yesterday? Because everybody is trying to convince me. And listen, I have nothing against. Again, Rashford is one of those players that I love. I love Rashford and Martial and their link up play and the combination and everything with them. But he's out of form, fam. He has not been delivering all season. And the manager dropped Ahmad for the final. Personally, I think that was a mistake. Now, we did win, so of course people are not going to look at that right now. But it's like I'm driving my car, right? And my spark plug is giving me trouble. No, it's not gone to the point where I couldn't get to my destination. But if I had changed them, it would be more efficient. I would have burnt less gas. That's the kind of thing. You understand? So for me, he still have these issues, and that's why I say I fear that he's going to revert to form and continue these really, really poor decisions. And it would mean then that we're just delaying the inevitable. That's it.
Dre, thank you for saying all of that. And
Hi, bots. Hi, everyone.
hold on, big up. Oh man, like
I
Ronald,
just
you
said
haven't
hi.
even touched the
Well,
ball yet.
I can't
Yeah,
even say
yeah.
hi now. Wow.
No,
Hi.
I just
I
remembered
ain't even.
that you haven't even touched.
I've been here for 25 minutes and I said no word.
Big up to you. Big up to you, Ronald. I want to say, yeah, just highlight Yala's comment about the breaking news that there's a new head of recruitment at Man United. Sam Williams comes from Ipswich. He was that director of football, probably says Yale. So hopefully, what Benitez concerns about recruitment from Ten Hag, some of those stuff obviously should be addressed by the team that's been assembled. At Manchester United, that's supposed to be taking care of the stuff like this. So, Ronald, we're gonna come to you after Troy. Troy, big up.
I'm sure.
You here, or did you fall asleep? All right, Ronald, do you wanna go? You wanna go ahead and share anything that you wanna share?
No,
Poppy,
absolutely.
can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, he's
Troy
back.
is back. Troy, please speak, bro.
Hey, Poppy, listen, I came across, your channel popped up. It just popped up, and it's like, hey, that's Poppy. Let me sign up. So listen.
Thank you for subscribing, Troy.
It's good for Vivian. Listen, welcome. Hi, everybody. Listen, I want to say a couple of things to people. Whenever we're talking about something, I always say to people, let's make sure we're talking about the same thing. Because if we're not, we're going to pull out hairs, okay? You see, when we talk about Manchester United, it depends what Manchester United you're talking about. Because if I'm talking about a completely different concept, it's not going to be helpful. I'll give you an idea. I'll give you again a good example. I'll start with the micro. Yesterday's game, right? Enjoyed it, loved, especially the second goal. OMG, right? Pretty extraordinary stuff. And 2-0 halftime, exciting stuff. I spoke to somebody who's an analyst, and I was saying that City should have won the game at least 5-2 or 5-3. And he mentioned a couple of places where City could have won the game as well. It didn't go with them today. It went with us today, and I'm glad we won. But the main thing I was really waiting for is that I was willing to lose that game to ensure Ten Hag is fired. You understand? Like,
God.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was willing to lose that game to ensure Ten Hag is fired. I think,
what?
Listen, there are a couple of channels, right? United Stand, United View, Alice Talks Football, KG, Stratford Paddock, Stephen House, and etc. I have basically deleted all those channels. Yeah. They used to pop up. I totally recommend them. Right. Listen, again, let me just say something. There's nothing wrong with failing with your best, doing the best you could possibly do. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody questions that. The fact that the previous management went out to get Ten Hag, right? They did their due diligence. But I remember we called Ajax. We spoke to the journalists out there. You know what they said to us? They said, I don't understand what the buzz about Ten Hag is. They said he didn't build the team that he's coaching now. That's Ajax Academy. Those are Ajax players. It's our system. It's not Ten Hag who's built that team. So what's the excitement about him? What sort of system of play does he have? And I remember telling a couple of you, said, oh, yeah, nothing. He comes to United, right? And I watched the first couple of games, total disaster. I remember saying to somebody, we said, this is the most outrageous thing he's ever heard. I said to him, after 5 or 6 games, that listen, because we are higher analysts who who watch these games for us, who know football. And he said something really fascinating to me. I said to him, Ten Hag can't manage in the Premier League. We played a game against, you guys remember it, right? We played a game against, this is before, what was it? The World Cup. The last game before the World Cup, we played Fulham, and Garnacho scored. Yeah? Go back and watch that game. When we started looking back at all the performances, because we have to watch them, right? We have to do an analysis of the games. It wasn't down to any system. It was down to individual players. Remember, this clown spent £500 million. No, £500 million. £500 million getting players into the club. I called Ten Hag out not this season, the season before. I was called cuckoo. I said, he is incapable. What happened in the second season? Oh, have you noticed something about Ten Hag, which is really quite fascinating? When he first came in, he said, oh, we should win every game, blah, blah, blah. He gives an interview to the Dutch media, and he says, this club, they haven't been doing well, but they expect us to win every game. That's not possible. I'm like, wait a minute. What are you saying to them? He's deluded. He's delusional. He's ill-qualified. He can't manage in the Premier League. He's not a bad coach. He's terrible. He has broken every single... Listen, he's broken most of the records that United had. I won't even start off with that. But I'm going to say a couple of things in finishing, right? Okay. INEOS have my respect. They've done the analysis. You see, let me ask, okay, you guys on the call, right? If we played the game, if we played City 10 times, out of 10, how many times would we win that game yesterday?
We can only know after we play them 10 times, I think, Troy. But lend your point. I know you're trying to make a bigger point with that. But
so when you have a coach, you're trying to create something that's repeatable, right? So you watch City play, it's a repeatable process, right? That's how they win. They're very consistent. They have repeatable processes. They play over and over again. He doesn't have that. Congrats to the setup yesterday. It worked well. But I'm going to conclude by saying this, guys. There's nothing wrong with supporters. People think this is a matter of opinion. It's not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of objective facts. INEOS is not firing Ten Hag because they have an opinion. They're firing because he's crap. They're firing because he has no system of play. He can't manage. The results speak for themselves. And I tell you what's shocking, right?
Troy, you're saying you're talking about analytics. Just no, Papi. I just want to.
No, Mark. Ronald is going to speak before you, my bro, and you can also.
Let me conclude. Yeah. I'm going to conclude as follows, Papi, and say, listen, I have a lot of respect for you guys who like Ten Hag. I have a lot of you guys I think who like the bars and pizzazz of having faith in something. All I'm going to ask you guys to do in thinking and reflecting on a serious note, ask yourself, though, what exactly do we have faith in? What exactly is this man that we've given £500 million done? What exactly? Or has won a cup? The FA Cup last season, for us to make the FA Cup that we lost to City last season, who remembers the semi-final? We only got there because Mitrovic fucking lost his head. I love him because he got us the final. Fulham were totally you watched the game, right? Fulham were totally in control of the game until Mitrovic got a red card. And then some other guy got a red card. And we played 9 players. Guys, don't be deluded. There's no achievements here. And for £600 million to win the Carabao Cup and FA Cup, guys, let me tell you this. On a serious note, you guys call yourself United fans. Manchester United is a team based on excellence. Coaches should be fired as often as is required. That's some clown talking about 3 years, 2 years. Nothing to do with that. Are the results working? Is the system working? Is it being implemented? Technical director, have you looked at the coaching? Is that in play? Are we seeing improvements? Then Papi's going to be fired. Papi's gone. We don't care who is. You know Chelsea. I have the greatest respect for Roman Abramovich. People have been winning the Champions League, mate. Champions League. And, so listen, guys, I thank you so much, but I'm out. And good luck
Troy,
to you all.
Please stay for a minute. I need to ask you a question respectfully.
Yeah, there was so much I want to say, but Ronald, go ahead.
Troy, on your standards, because I'm aware of your existence, not today. Okay. I'm aware of you since last 2 years on numerous channels that you've supposedly blocked now, from Troops to United View to all the AFTVs and everywhere. I've seen you everywhere. What you did to Thai, legendary, right? However, are you Glazers in?
Am I what? Sorry.
Are you Glazers in?
I'm indifferent to the Glazers.
No. I'm asking you, are you Glazers? Do you support them or are you against them?
I am not against the Glazers. I think that's one of the most childish, stupid things that United fans do.
I didn't ask for context. I just asked a yes or no question. Thank you. That's where I'm coming from. Like, expecting a team to lose just so the manager can be fired, right?
Crazy.
Cannot really classify himself as a real fan. It's okay. You don't have to come back at me. I'm not going to address any of what you say anymore, uh, because that just goes against everything you anyway stand for. Because if you're telling me you want the club to go ahead and lose so that we can lose a manager, well, the Glazers are still here. Why are you not saying that for the Glazers? The same time, you said $500 million, sent or spent on players. Arteta has spent about 770, and they're just a top four, right? Just a top four club. They glorified top four. They used to do that. We can, like, season in season out with Arsene Wenger. They actually went ahead and sacked him. Then they went to Unai Emery. Then they went to Arteta. Now they're back to glorifying him. You said you called out Ten Hag last season. I exactly know the moment you called out Ten Hag last season was when he shipped Ronaldo off. And I'll be honest with you, I was there with you. When that happened, in that instant, in that time frame of a month or two, I was the same person who was having similar feelings, but then I'm not player FC as well. I see club bigger than the player. So if Ronaldo left and the reason behind him was supposedly Ten Hag, I don't care. Ronaldo's gone. I support Manchester United. I didn't go to Real
No. I'm
Madrid.
not sorry.
Troy,
I'm not for Ronaldo.
I didn't interrupt
Well,
you.
let
With all
Ronald
due love
speak.
and
Let
respect,
Ronald speak. You
I
had your
did not
time when you
interrupt
were
you.
speaking. Let him
I,
get points. You
like
can
I said,
respond
I
after.
So I don't
I
care.
don't. Joe, come on. Can I at least talk, bro?
Of course, Joe is here. That's oh Lord.
At least.
Joe,
Papi
let
allow this man to disrespect man
Nah,
on
I'm done,
Bro,
fam. I came
Joe,
from the
I
I
was
love
outside.
this.
Troy
talking, bro.
The
superstar,
intro
bro.
is
You
brilliant,
talking like
man.
he's the
That's
only
a
man
great
that
intro.
study analytics, bro.
Mark,
Like he went to the only
I was.
analytics school in
Hey,
You
the
know
world,
what? Never
bro.
mind. Bend that, bro. This.
can we please, guys, we respect everybody no matter what your opinion is. Right now, it's
Exactly.
Ronald's chance to speak. We want to hear Ronald, and then the ball will be passed to you, Joe, anybody. But we just want to make sure that we have a civil conversation here, regardless. If you're one of those people in the chat, you just want opinions that agree with you. This is not the channel for you. We celebrate difference of opinions here. That's why I want to make sure that anybody that's listening, you want to share your opinion too, you're welcome. This is a safe space. Let's go. Ronald, please, bro. Sorry, my fault for letting that interruption happen.
No. It's absolutely okay. I love Joe and I love Mark. Might not have love for everyone, but I love these two guys, right? At the end of the day, yes, he has broken a lot of
Ross.
records. That is correct. At the same time, he has also broken the record of back-to-back trophies. Someone was saying he didn't know
Back to
what Ten
back.
Hag was. Someone over here just said he doesn't know what Ten Hag was.
Here's
Let me
a
remind and jog your memory. Ten Hag is a manager who's won a trophy back to back at least 7
Back
times
to
in the
back.
last 7 years. So if you don't know your factual
Please, that's
information from
loud.
people you talk to on a regular basis, I am sorry, you're
You're
talking
loud,
to
man.
people who are cuckoo, right?
Oh.
I've spoken to many men on Twitter, well educated, and at least they have to say something with their face, and at the same time they have I don't have a face over here, but they have a bio that tells me what exactly and who they are. I know their opinions as well. In the last 2 days, I've seen a lot of people backflip on their own opinions. So yeah, back-to-back trophies, won trophies in the last 7 years. That's the manager you're talking about. He has spent a lot of money, but even Pep Guardiola has spent a lot of money in same positions. Arteta,
Bro.
for example, Arteta has spent money on left back last season twice. He signed two left backs last season or the season before. In the last 2 seasons, he signed two left backs, and still their weakest position in their team right now is left back. We played an entire season without a left back. I get it. People don't like factual information because people say he was adamant in playing some players. Rashford was playing in the final. Well, I get it. Rashford has performed last season instead that he had to play, right? And yes, I agree. Amad Diallo might have actually done better than Rashford. But can you now go ahead and discredit what Rashford did? Have you seen Amad Diallo make that pass that Rashford did yesterday? I haven't seen. You might want to say he hasn't played enough games. Did you see that at Sunderland? I didn't see that at Sunderland either. Now, going on to Bruno Fernandes, people say he played him the entire season. Well, anyone else available to play that role? No. Everyone injured. Mount injured. Who are you going to play? Who is going to play in that position? I need answers from factual people who are saying they talk about facts over here. I want answers. Antony, yes, that's a very good point. Antony was playing when Sancho was crying and making statements. Antony did mess up and he had to go back to Brazil, but was Sancho going to say sorry and play? He was not. He left. He left you in the mud. But that's the player FC you want to stand for. That's the player FC you want to play for, right? Then Antony was finally in the last, I think, if I'm not wrong, as per the stats I saw, 9 games, he didn't play. Who played? Amad Diallo. In the final, the occasion is so big, and absolutely credit to Amad Diallo for actually putting us in the final in the Liverpool game. But everyone plays a role. Can you tell me? Because people are saying Rashford would have played better. Do you want Garnacho to go toe-to-toe with Kyle Walker? It was a brilliant move to play Rashford on left wing and play Garnacho on right wing, where we know Guardiola is going to push up. We needed pace. Amad Diallo is a ball controller. He's not a PNP merchant. He is not pace and power. Garnacho is. And we saw how Guardiola actually struggled against him. Amad Diallo was benched, but next season he would be there. He would be playing next season, but people don't have the patience. They want results right now. This manager gave you 3 finals, won 2 of them. The first manager to ever go ahead and beat Pep Guardiola in a domestic final. Pep Guardiola had more XG of sips of water than XG in game. And people want to tell me over here that this manager hasn't done anything. This manager has done zilch. They want to go ahead and back McKenna, who could not even convince a man who knew zilch about his tactics, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He couldn't even convince him to go ahead and play his tactics. And you want to tell me that this man is the one for the job? Well, touch grass, go for a walk. Life is beautiful. We won yesterday, and if you still want to cry about Cristiano Ronaldo, Al Nassr is looking for fans. You might want to go visit them. Thank you. My monologue is done. I'm not addressing anyone else unless you have any particular questions.
So listen, I'll just respond. I'll just go a brief response. First of all, I think I'm not quite sure whether you're confusing me with somebody else on all the other channels you've mentioned, because that's definitely not me. But listen, the other thing, anybody who follows KG's channel or United View knows that I was not Ten Hag out because of Ronaldo. No, actually, when Ronaldo threw the toys out in the Prem, that was possibly the best game the team had played. Remember, we beat Spurs. Yeah, no, we beat Liverpool. We beat Liverpool and Spurs, right? And that's when things were turning around. No. Let me tell you what, right? We were so deep into Ten Hag, right? Supporting him when he first came, right? But obviously, we went to Crystal Palace. You guys remember the game, right? Where we drew Crystal Palace, and Casemiro got a yellow card, and the next game was what? Was Arsenal, right? We noticed one thing at Arsenal. If you guys ever do a rewatch of the games, do one quick thing. I'll be brief. I'll be getting off the call soon. If you watch it, Ten Hag first came, we started to, basically call out his bullshit, because you'd say we should be brave, we should be this. Watch what happened when we played Arsenal. He chickened out, and we lost the game. And then lastly, watch what happened when we played Newcastle at home. Guys, listen, let me try and tell you this in conclusion. Here are the facts. Yeah. And you listen.
Include your point.
Okay. Opinions can never become facts. You're gonna know that. Opinions, we can all hold opinions. In conclusion, let's conclude as follows. Ten Hag is incapable of managing the Premier League. I saw that. Many people have seen that. And most importantly, INEOS have seen that. All I'm doing right now, if we celebrate yesterday's win, all I'm doing right now is waiting for formal confirmation of his firing. You guys continue to love him. If he stays, he stays. I will never support Manchester United and if Ten Hag is in charge. Yeah. Okay. Never. Okay. So I'm out.
Then go away.
Troy,
No one cares,
Troy,
bro.
it's wild
And
to
stop
say that
lying, bro.
never beat
You was that guy, bro.
Then
Papi,
go
Ronald was
away,
right
blood.
about you.
I
I think
don't
he
care.
said that.
Listen,
I think he said
it's
that.
my turn, fam. Nah.
no,
F
I'm
Over to you,
all of
Joe,
you.
man.
no,
Over
No,
to you, Joe.
bro.
my
I'm
Guys,
turn.
just saying. I'm about
guys,
to
Nah.
leave, man. Joe,
calma,
I'm about
calma.
to leave.
Guys, calma.
What?
I have no idea
Yo,
what
Karma.
he's
I ain't got
talking
no karma. Listen, I tell you
yo.
right now, yeah.
Me
Nah,
just
no
a me
karma.
go. Me just a me go cut, brother. Yo,
All right. Sorry. I'll be quiet. I'm
yo.
sorry.
There you go. Go on, Dre. Jeez.
Yo, guys, did we win or not?
Hey,
Just tell me.
boss,
Who
take
won?
the
I'm
floor,
ready to
man.
go. Listen. All right, go on, Benny. Go. My
Yeah,
bad.
let
Big
me,
up Benidrip,
I,
big up and you and your smile. I'm happy it's back. That smile is beautiful.
yeah. Bless up, man. Bless up. I'm
Man red
listen,
like an apple, yes?
I'm just saying, yo,
Can't go.
I have a shoot that I gotta do. I'm just gonna go get it done. But let me just say this as I go. I can't say like Troy, bro. Bro, regardless of whatever, I personally would want Ten Hag to go, but I have to support my club. My club is my club. I don't have a choice in it, right? So I have to support my club regardless. Some of the players I want to go, but if they are here, I still have to support my club. It's just in me. It's like a part of my DNA, right? I have to do that. But I just gotta say though, I don't care so much for the one-liners and the quick jokes or whatever. The fact of the matter is, I don't. I no one has convinced me. The manager hasn't convinced me that he is willing to do what it takes the right way to be successful at this club, right? I can be wrong. Let me say that. I can be wrong, but only time will tell. So if he gets the chance to continue, we'll see what happens. We'll see if we are delaying the inevitable. If he doesn't get the chance, well, it is what it is. Bless up everybody. Big up on
Big up, Dre.
yourself.
Big
I'll
up, Bernie
continue to
Drip.
listen. Yeah, man.
Cheers,
Cool.
Bernie.
Big up, Bernie.
Big up, man.
Brrrah.
All right. Then,
Dre,
like
what you
Joe,
saying, man?
welcome Vegeta, welcome to the stream as well, bro. And also, the ball has never been passed to Manj in this stream.
Manj is just a referee
I'll wait.
observing the
I'll wait my
chaos.
turn. I'll wait my
Who wants-
turn.
You go
Who
go
wants-
If
ahead.
Manj ain't had to say, then go Manj.
Manj is just observing, just keeping the calma. Whoever wants to go next, go next.
Joe,
What?
I just came to
What you
support the
said?
stream. I don't know what I
you to
walked
go, Joe.
into.
You say a bit. Or Vegeta, one of you go.
Listen,
No.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Go,
want to
go.
address Troy Superstar. You know what I'm coming there for? You know what? You know why I came here.
Bro.
Look at Bots's face. He knows why I came here. Yeah. Yeah.
I know why
You
too. What's all right?
know why I'm here. THDL boy. Yeah. Hey, play my thing, fam. Play my thing. Yeah. Listen.
Hey, let's play it.
Listen. If I couldn't play before, play it now.
I got it.
And bot.
There you go.
Bot,
We
play
are
mine as
here.
well once Joe is done, okay?
What's your one? You got one?
You heard it yesterday, Joe.
Who's there?
Play the thing. Play the thing now. I want to see it now.
Good thing, man.
Bring it up.
It's a beautiful one.
Go ahead first. We're
It's
like,
for all the Twitter tacticos.
Well, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Look. That's it. One more time. No, see,
I
I was
thought you was going to play the Kendrick
Fighting.
Lamar.
But you know what? I'll tell you this right now, yeah? I'll tell you this right now, bro, yeah? Look, Troy, I have to ask you one thing, bro, yeah? You said that you will never support this team while Ten Hag's in charge, yeah? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true. 100%.
Now, after seeing our team win against the best team in the country, fam, yeah? That is the best team in the country right now. Would you agree?
Yeah, but you must understand that even though I wanted the team to win, there's a strong part of me wanted the team to lose because I want Ten Hag to be fired. I'm trying to be honest. Yep.
Bro,
Yep.
would you agree that's the best team in the country?
It is, yeah, it is.
100% correct?
100% correct, yeah.
We beat the best team in the country yesterday. And instead of coming on here and celebrating the fact that your team that you support for how many years? How old are you?
29.
How long have you supported Man United for?
I don't know.
Oh, I think those questions are not really that useful,
A bit
though.
personal, you know.
No, you say it's not useful, bro, because I'm asking these questions because I'm like, bro, you've supported this team for how many years? And if you've not seen us win certain things, you've probably not seen us win the league, depending on what year, how old you are, innit, and things like that. That's why I'm asking these questions, yeah? Because seeing us win the league, seeing us win successes, back-to-back things, surely, if you haven't seen those things, you should be happy that we've seen us lift back-to-back trophies.
I think you need to understand something. Ten Hag has to leave the club as a precondition for me to continue to support the club. Okay? It's my position. You may not like it. It's my position. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to like your position, but I just want to understand your position, bro. This is what I'm asking you questions. I'm not coming here on a madness right now. This is the calmest Joe Blackman's ever been, fam. Yeah, I'm asking you a serious question, fam. What is it that you need to see from a manager that you would actually back him instead of over these waste man players that have been here over 5 years? How many seasons you've watched these players, do nothing? You saw Rashford put in 1 season, fam, and you would rather back that man rather than our manager that's been putting in these performances that we can say that he's actually put in tactical transitions to make sure that we can win games.
He has no technical transitions at all.
Bro, are you trying to tell me that we didn't control that game yesterday? Tell me that.
Let me tell you, okay, when you have time to watch that game, City should have actually drawn or won that game. The people don't want to hear that. Go and watch the game. Go and replays.
Troy, if you look back at that game in highlights as well, right? There were 4 opportunities. If Kyle Walker was not a person he is of pace, we would have won that game at least by 5-1 because Kyle Walker actually nullified 3 chances where Rashford actually was able to surpass him. It's just that Kyle Walker's pace was good enough, but you wanted to put Garnacho in that position. So that's on you lot. No problem to me. But yeah, all I'm saying is, I don't know how you saw the game, but I saw when Rashford was going, he was alone, no one with him apart from just Kyle Walker. We could have won the game 5-1. If you can tell me the opportunities that you're mentioning, I would definitely accept. I told you 3 of mine. Rashford had 1 scored. That was an offside. So that's 6th one over there. But you can go on and tell me the 3 opportunities you saw that we could have lost 5-2. Please, I'm listening.
Joe, let me ask you a question. Joe, if that game was played 10 times, right? How often do you think United would win that game?
10 times, fam.
No,
Did you watch the match? Okay, I'll be real with you, bro. Yeah, listen, if I watched that match and I thought that Man City had 10 chances, look at all our games through the season where we conceded how many chances? How many chances did we concede in that game, fam? In the first half, how many shots did Man City have on our goal?
Okay, so I'm gonna.
No. I'll tell you something, Troy. You keep deflecting my questions and start asking me bare questions, but answer my blood seed questions, fam. I asked you one direct question, fam. How much shots did they have in the first half?
Hold on 1 second. I think about.
I'm not holding on, fam. I want the answer. How much shots did they have, blood?
There are 2 or 3 chances in the first half.
2. Yeah. 2 or 3. They had 1 chance in the first half, fam.
2 or 3, and Haaland's one was a penalty. That was definitely a penalty.
Haaland was a dive. It was not given up.
You know what? If you ain't gonna do it, if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Sin bin. No, he's getting sin bin, fam. Bro, I sin bin him. You can bring him back if you want to, but I'm telling you right now, he's holding a sin bin, fam. What's wrong with you? How are you letting Troy talk this madness right now, fam? I don't care about opinions right now, Everybody has an opinion. I get it, but he's holding a sin bin for his opinion, because I'll tell you right now, blood, there is no way you can not, as a Man United fan, sit back, look at what we just did in the FA Cup final against Man City, not Newcastle, It's not Newcastle in the Carabao Cup final, blood. It's Man City in the FA Cup final when them men are trying to win a double, trying to still have some relevance over us. and we turned Manchester, we turned London. Everything turned red yesterday, fam. Everything turned red. Don't
But
come and rain on my parade,
I
man.
can't lie, bots. There's a little difference between
Yeah.
opinions, waffle, and then trolling. Right? There's a little difference. There's a minute lines between these three
Speak
things.
on
I
it.
do all of them, so I know how
Speak
I
on it.
can press and say things when I want to
Bring him back.
run my
Bring him back if you
agenda.
want to bring him back to that.
I
I
wanna
still want to catch him out.
But
welcome King says into the conversation. Mark hasn't touched the ball in a minute too. I
I
recognize.
just want to say, Papi,
Hello.
Go
when
ahead.
somebody says opinionated facts, we all no longer having opinions because this person's speaking facts. Right? I'm not trying to discredit nobody, bro. I'm not calling nobody delusional for their opinions, bro.
Guys,
You understand?
Mm.
Those are the things that I have a
Oh
question
Lord.
because this
Oh
is what he
Lord.
was doing. Right?
Calm
So
him
let
out,
him
calm him out,
calm
calm him
down
out, calm him out.
and speak his opinionated facts, and we will speak our opinions because we deluded. That's all I want to see. Big up King says. I think you didn't touch the ball yet. Let Vegeta go first though, because he's been waiting a while.
Yes. Vegeta, welcome to the conversation. Everybody else too that are just tuning in, shout out to you guys. Kindly hit the like button. The link is pinned in the chat if you want to call in and have your say. I know it sounds like it's not a party right now. We won yesterday, like Joe was saying. We won against a monster team. Let's not forget that part. But we're obviously having a little bit of a heated conversation about what's next. So King says, and Vegeta. Actually, Vegeta first, and then King says after you.
Bro, I thought I was coming here for a party. I even let you change my whole DP, bro. Like, I'm so tired of this fan base, bro. We love misery, and every time I say this, people say, "No, that's not true. We just have high expectations." Bro, we won the cup yesterday, and we can't even enjoy that, bro, because people just want to run agendas, bro. I'm sick of it, bro. Like, if you don't want to enjoy your team winning the cup yesterday, bro, whatever your opinion is, it is what it is. Stay at home, bro. Why you want to come here and make our moods down in the dump after such a horrible season, bro? Nah.
Tell him.
Vegeta Troy went to the sense of saying he was fine
what
with
you saying?
United losing, so that
No,
bots.
fam.
I cannot accept that.
No,
How are you
hold
a
on.
Man United fan, fam?
Hold up.
Joe, hold on. Bots, I swear on life, could you, bots, you tell me, did any of what was said in that gentleman's monologue made sense to you? Could you tell me how and what made sense to you? As an opinionated fan that you are, with beautiful opinions and we all love, right? Did it make any sense? Like,
can I just land how I was feeling just for a second, bro?
Vegeta first, and then we can.
I'm just so. You know what it feels like with this fan base? This fan base seems to be more obsessed with being right about something than actually supporting this team. That's what it
Proper
feels
block,
like
please.
at this stage in time.
100.
Honestly, it doesn't feel like people actually want United to win. It almost feels like I even see it with another fan base that I'm not going to mention because who cares about them. But we are so obsessed with "got you, I was right, told you so,
Facts.
I'm a genius." We're less so concerned with being supporters because this does not sound like support to me anymore. Honestly, it sounds like who wants to be on Sky Sports next. That's what it sounds like to me. No, seriously, like audition tapes on YouTube at this stage for who wants to say the most crazy. Because this is the stuff we hear on Sky Sports. Did you hear those guys on ESPN yesterday? We sound like the press. Ten Hag won the league, won the cup yesterday, and they're like, "Are you still gonna be here?" Like, shut up, bro. Nigga, this guy just won. Shut up.
Okay. I hear you, Vegeta. I hear you.
That was Vegeta rage right there, man. The pure
Listen. For anybody that's tuning in, that's maybe confused about Ronald asked me this question. Troy was making a larger point. He's not saying he wants to see Man United fall all
He
the
literally
way.
said he wanted to lose yesterday. How is that not falling?
Bro, from what I understood, maybe we are all unpacked.
Why not go to the stadium, burn down to ashes, pull up?
From what I understood from him is that he is not convinced by Ten Hag, and he would rather see Ten Hag fall, whether by any means, so that he gets a different manager. and that's his opinion. He's allowed
But
to
what
have his
is that?
opinion.
But what is
Right?
the necessity of that opinion
again,
right now? How is it
again,
expedient to what we're doing
Is
right
he
now?
right about that? Maybe not.
No, thank you, guys. Listen, I don't want to be no one. I think here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Would you guys date like an ugly fat girl, or would you just wait for the right girl to come along? I'm going to wait for the nice girl to come along.
Brother,
okay?
you
going to be
sound like the
faithful to my
person.
wife
One
in
second.
good
Let me
and
let me
bad
answer
times.
let me answer that
How about
question,
you?
Vegeta.
Hold on
Let me
one
answer
second,
that question. Troy, you sound like the person who showed up to a blind date expecting a 10, and now you're complaining that she's not up to your standards. Brother, why did you go to a blind date?
Okay, I think you got a good point. I think
Don't
that's
support
a
the
fair
club
point. Yeah.
if you can't handle the
Listen,
trenches. Don't
man.
support a club. Go to Real Madrid and glorify 14 Champions League, my brother. Don't stay here. No one's asking you. None of us are begging you to stay here. We won. No one's asking you to stay here. You are one fan who's ready to lose a final.
Yes,
just
that's correct,
because
yeah,
at the
yeah.
detriment of a person. So why should I even care anymore?
Oh, no. You don't
are
have to
just
care
here to
because
piss
remember,
people off because you're the same guy who's pulling up to a blind date expecting a 10. You got a 5 is what you deserve, my guy.
I don't know what
Don't
your
complain
name is.
now.
I don't know what your name is.
My
but
name
listen,
is Ronald. Go ahead and address.
Ronald, you're entitled to your own opinion. That's fine, and keep it. I'm sure it's a smart opinion, guys. Let me tell you what my real opinion is. Right?
Went over your head.
I'm all for excellence. I come from a background of excellence. I work in excellence. My mindset is out of excellence. Excellence demands no compromise. Okay, and there's a price to pay for the pursuit of excellence. These are standards that the average person is not used to. I'm aware of that. I'm not the fucking 1%. I'm the fucking 0.01%. I know that.
What is the price you pay? What's the price you pay for excellence? You have had to work for that excellence, bro.
Yeah, listen to this.
Stop it now, bro. Don't come in here and preach like you're righteous or something, now, bro. Calm down. You're not the only person who went to analytics school, bro. You're not the only person who know tactical stuff, bro.
I'm wrapping up.
No, it can be a shouting match. It can be a shouting match.
1 minute.
Calma, guys.
What about King says, who's been patient on the touchline?
Okay, so in conclusion, guys, King, in conclusion, here's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you, when I support Manchester United, right? Someone said to me, would you support Manchester United if they're relegated? I said, fuck no. Fuck no. No, of course not. No, I'll dump them. Straight up. And you were surprised. I said, no, just be honest.
Bots, you were saying something. Bots, you were saying something. My guy, Bots. You were saying something.
Wait. Troy, we'll try to keep the language clean over here. Please. Let's hear King. Let's hear King says, bro, how you doing, bro? Thank you for being patient, my guy.
Yeah, I'm doing well, man. As you can clearly see, bro. Look, bro, I'm gymming, bro. I'm gymming. Just finished the sesh, bro.
Yeah, boy. Lightweight.
Man had to get rid of the stress and that. Yeah, so that I can clearly articulate this conversation, bro. Man had to articulate this, yeah. Now let me give you an analogy, bro. Okay, everyone's talking about girls, right? Okay. Let me give you this example, yeah. And this is relative to Ten Hag and Man United, right? Man United is that girl, yeah. About 12 years ago, yeah, her father died, yeah, and her husband divorced her. Like, let's be real, yeah. Then over the years, the girl just becomes fatter and uglier, bro. And like she has no purpose in life and that, bro. Everyone's lashing it up, bro. Man, pause. Let me stop right there. Okay, you get the idea, yeah. So Ten Hag, a nice youth, yeah. Ten Hag's a nice youth, yeah. Man's gone, yeah, from relationship to relationship. You know, everything worked out, yeah. But you know, he wanted a bigger fish, you know. Then he comes along, yeah. He takes this girl in, yeah, cleans her up, makes her exercise, yeah. Yeah. And the first time, yeah, it's going so well, yeah. And she relapses in the second year, bro. She's starting to sit on the couch, bro. She's starting to eat, yeah. Like eat the entire the entire fridge, bro. She gaining weight, she not listening, yeah. The arguing and stuff, bro. That is Manchester United and Ten Hag, bro. And now, yeah, we're in a second chance redemption arc. We're going through counseling, bro. We're counseling, bro. We've had our first breakthrough in in like yo, bro. It's our first breakthrough, yeah, in a year or something, yeah. Like that's how I would explain it, yeah. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the season, review. Let's review, guys. Let's review, yeah. I was here yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's review the season. Yeah, I was here yesterday. Remember, I was at the live at KG's channel yesterday. Yeah, and I said that we should give Ten Hag another chance. Yeah, because honestly, this is my view. Yeah, I think let me explain. Yeah, we have been cursed this season. Yeah. And I kind of had a feeling, yeah. Like, remember, yeah, when Arsenal last season, yeah, had them injuries, but at the last stage, yeah, then we ended up like hiring the doctor, yeah, and like this injury foolishness is happening to us, yeah. Like, bro, why did we hire this guy, bro? Bad management? Is it Ten Hag? Is it the Glazers? Who did that, bro? Who did it? We don't know.
They've been fired.
Somebody hired.
Yeah.
I hope the person that hired the Arsenal doctor, yeah, I hope he's fired, bro. Because, bro, the incompetence, yeah, to not do your research is crazy, yeah. Number two, yeah, yes, we finished 8th, but we finished 8th with 60 points. I don't get how you men don't get that, yeah. We finished 8th with 60 points. Think about, yeah, Aston Villa finished 3rd with 72 points, yeah. Tottenham finished like 5th, yeah, with like 68 points or 67 points, something like that, yeah. But like we finished 8th with 60 points. Last season, as I mentioned, Brighton finished with like 58 points and they were like 6th. Is that not the case? And to me, yeah, I've always argued that we were massively unlucky. Think about it. Varane and Martinez only 7 games this season. If you count the FA Cup final yesterday, 7 games. Imagine if we had them for 4 extra games. Will we finish 8th? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not.
Finished higher. So what's the point that you are making? By the way, about it, like. I also want to apologize to the ladies in the stream, by the way, and say like this is not a fat shaming show.
Yeah. I like fat girls, bro. I don't condone. I don't condone. I don't condone.
Forget the skinny girls. Forget the skinny girls. If you want to have a good time, go talk to one who's not skinny, bro. But anyway, I want you to lend your point about like you're saying. Yes, we did horribly, like in terms of the points we accrued, and comparing them to Aston Villa. What exactly are you saying?
Let me tell you this, yeah. I don't think with the squad we have, we are an 8th placed team in the Premier League. Yeah. But I need to put context into this season. Yeah. People are overreacting to a season where there is context. This isn't like when Oli and Rangnick finished 7th, yeah, with like less points than Ten Hag did this season, by the way. Let us not forget, we didn't hit 60 points. The first time in our club's history, we didn't hit 60 points in a Premier League season. We finished, you can check it up, with 58 points. I remember that.
Yeah.
Let us not forget. And also, I want to say, yeah, that we were massively, massively unlucky. And honestly, we needed more ball playing center backs. And let me explain it to you like this, yeah. I think, yeah, the previous board,
Go ahead.
I think the previous board, yeah, in the summer, they left Ten Hag stranded, yeah, because all summer we were linked with two center backs, Kim Min Jae and Todibo. Remember, we were there last summer.
Yes.
We were linked with Kim Min Jae and Todibo, yeah. And okay, we signed Mason Mount. I don't know why he was the first signing, but we signed him. What?
It surprised everybody in the fan base. Yes.
Like I don't know why he was the first signing. Listen, I don't mind Mason Mount, but like realistically, this season we could have gotten him on a free. Like think about how many games has he played this season? I don't think I can count them like in like over both hands. Like I think it's probably like 8 or 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
We could have signed him on a free, man. Think about that. That was a waste of money, yeah.
In hindsight.
And two, in hindsight, that was a waste of money, yeah. Number two, we paid over the odds for some of these players for no reason. Like Rasmus Højlund, yeah. His market value was like 35 million or something like that, and we paid like double of that, almost double, yeah, like 64 million, yeah. We just put all our eggs in one basket, and we got shafted. But
King, that's before we got a proper structure, and now we're actually we're rebuilding the structure, and there should be guys in place now to make sure that this type of playing and senseless signings don't happen as often as there's been happening.
I hear it, yeah. But there's also one more person we should hold accountable, yeah. This takeover, bro. Let us not forget, bro, how long this takeover actually took. Let's say World Cup of 2022 to January of this year for it to be finalized.
Yeah.
How much time did we waste? Think about how fast other takeovers were. We could have had it done by May, June, July. But these men they were wasting everyone's time.
Yes.
They were wasting everyone's time, yeah. We didn't have enough money. There was no investment. We had more debts. This season, yeah. The season we have right now is because of incompetence from every area. Yes, Ten Hag has been tactically outclassed a lot of times, yeah. But let me ask you this, yeah. If someone gives you a broken down car, yeah, and they tell you to ride to race a NASCAR 500, yeah, a broken down car, yeah, and you have to race it, yeah, you're obviously going to lose. Like you had no chance from the start. Like that's what I'm advocating for. Give Ten Hag a chance. 1 year.
Nicely said.
I know people, yeah, they have their own agendas, yeah. And I understand. It's frustrating. I don't like losing. I'm not a loser. I'm a winner. But even I know that to be a winner, you have to be patient. A lot of things in life, you accrue them through hard work, determination, patience, because you have to wait for the opportunity to arise, And like you have to put yourself in that position, yeah. But I think he is building something. In any club that has gone to do great things, there is a winning culture within it.
Shut up, blood. You've been talking for too long now, blood. Listen,
Sorry.
Yappa.
Sorry.
Nah.
Right.
No. You're too nice. No, bro, you're too nice. You need to tell people to wrap it up, blood.
No. King knows he had to wrap it up. But one more thing, King, I want to make sure you put in, by the way. I want to say thank you to Troy for apologizing for making that comment about women. Like, even though the analogy was not meant that way, I give you the benefit of the doubt that you also didn't mean to offend anybody, bro. But please.
I'm sorry, girls. I'm sorry. Like I love,
are you there?
I love big girls.
Bro, forget that, bro. Papi, I think
it's cool. I'm just like that. You should know me by now.
Joe, are you there? Bots, you have it loaded now, and I know you have it loaded. I want Joe to know what audio I gave you. You have to play it right now, and this is for the one who talked too much on the stream before King. King was good enough. Bro, you still play it without the audio. What's going on?
It's coming with the audio.
You're not even drunk right now. Yesterday, I allowed you.
There we go. One more time.
Say it again.
I'm going to say this, but you don't have any knowledge about football.
Let's welcome men like Pav in the building as well. Pav.
Man like Pav, yeah.
Man got rushed yesterday, you know.
Pav, how you doing, bro?
Bro, I got rushed for speaking a bit of truth, though, man.
What truth?
So I said that INEOS would be stupid to sack him after a trophy win.
Oh, for speaking the truth, I got scared when Pav said he got rushed. I was like, my heart sank, bro.
This will win. Hold
on. Do you know what the funny thing is, yeah?
You didn't care if he won or lost, though. You said that he should go.
No,
bro,
say that one more time. Find me the footage where I said I don't care if he wins the cup or not. He needs to go. I remember saying to John Morgan that I'd happily let him stay if he got UCL and won the FA Cup. But when he won that FA Cup, bro, I was just like. And then when he
come on, bro, be honest. You changed your tune slightly. Be real. The FA Cup. Let's be real, fam. Me and you've been in this thing for time, innit? Yeah. Let's be real. We've been in this thing for time, innit? Yeah. Be honest with me, fam. Yeah.
Listen,
that
when
FA Cup changed your tune.
Hold on. When Ten Hag said, "Yeah," I'll go.
Look at me smiling. Can you hear the smile behind the microphone? He's smiling.
When he said, "I'll go win trophies elsewhere," I was like,
"You felt that? That's something you would say."
I felt it.
You felt that. Like, see, I know you felt that, blood. Yeah, blood. I know you felt that. You said that's the kind of fire I want from my manager.
Honestly, I was in my head, and I was honestly, this is me telling the truth. In my head, I was thinking, was Mark and Joe right the whole time?
Oh my!
I'll tell you what, though. Yeah,
no more rules
about me. I'm probably one of the most impatient people. Yeah, when it comes to football, because since obviously Fergie left, I've seen year after year, the same crap in it, and that's the reason why I get impatient with managers in it. And I wasn't happy with what happened at the start of the season. I wasn't happy with preseason, and I wasn't happy with the transfers. That's what made me pissed off. With Ten Hag, because I wanted the spine to be built and he didn't build a spine. And obviously, and now in my head, the whole time I'm thinking, you knew these players were injury prone and we didn't replace a lot of them. That's what pissed me off the most. Because if we played like we played yesterday, yeah, throughout the season, I wouldn't even been pissed off about him not playing the Ajax ball because we'd been getting results.
100%, bro. But that's why I was mad yesterday. Happy and angry yesterday, you know?
The fact that obviously the transfer and stuff, and I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm getting like, you know why I call myself Vader, yeah? Because obviously, you know, like before Anakin turned into Vader, man was like torn in his head to go to the bad side or the good side. That is literally me. I will turn at certain points without notice, bro. And trust me, I sat there thinking, yeah, I was like, bro, was Joe and Mark and were they right the whole time?
The whole time, fam.
And obviously, and I was just like, bro.
It's looking good.
He said, if he stays, I'm not going to say a single bad word because I think he's earned the credit for winning that FA Cup and in the manner that he won it as well. Yeah. But if next season nothing changes, and I'm sure you guys have said this as well, we could talk about a new manager then. But at this point, I think De Zerbi's going Chelsea now as well. I've seen a lot of articles picking up. So,
I don't want to hear no De Zerbi talk, fam. I don't want no sideways moves, fam. Why would we want a sideways move?
I wouldn't want to swap Ten Hag for a McKenna because I think that would be stupid.
Not proven.
And Hansi Flick's going Barca, and obviously I don't think TC's INEOS is like ideal candidate. But honestly, I think we have to give him the third year because I didn't think the FA Cup win was going to be enough. But when he was speaking to them reporters, I'm blood, and I swear to God, when I saw that Alan Shearer, and Lineker, I swear I wish I was behind Aaron Shearer's head. I could just slap that ball freaking his head, bro.
Listen.
Hey, I was like, blood, don't be disrespectful. We just won the FA Cup, and you're asking dumbass questions.
The disrespect,
like that. Who are you?
You know what, Pav? This is why I love you at the same time. That's why I love you, Pav, because let me ask you this, Pav. After we won that FA Cup, the way they was talking to man, when we won that cup, the way they was talking to man was like, no respect.
No respect.
Did we not just win the FA Cup against the best team?
Even like you knew that I was a Ten Hag out, even I wouldn't have talked about like sacking this guy and talk about his job and that, because an FA Cup, when we win a trophy, the only thing he should be talking about is the trophy and the performance. Yeah, but them man are fraudulent. That's why I don't watch the BBC coverage anymore. I didn't watch the BBC coverage in the World Cup, and I watched the ITV coverage the other day. At least they were a bit more respectful. Like even Rory Keane was turning yesterday. That man was praising Bruno and everything, and all this stuff. And I was just like, yeah, I think you man were right. I obviously, like I told you, I'm impatient, and I am impatient. I can't deal since 2013, bro. I've been suffering.
What are you saying? Pav, you're my hero. What are you saying?
Pav is saying the right thing, fam. Open your eyes.
You need to get your head checked. I will never be anyone's hero, bro. I will never be anyone's hero, bro. I'm my own person, bro. I don't care. I don't care.
Tell him, Pav. Tell him. Nah, they know I try, yeah? Shut up, blood.
Even yesterday,
you come back here and just get told, shut up, fam. You are the only enemy in this fan base right now, fam. You are the person in the party, in the corner, that is not dancing. You got shoes on. You're not even here to dance, fam. You're in there just looking at gal in the corner, fam. Move, blood. Why you come back to end the party, blood? We're here enjoying ourselves. Move yourself, blood. Remove yourself.
You have to celebrate the cups. Whatever happens after happens, innit? You just got to celebrate the cups, bro. That's what it's all about. It's about winning. It's about winning the cup. And I said this all the time. I want to see trophies, bro. That's all I want to see. And Ten Hag said yesterday, out of his own words, I will win trophies elsewhere. So if he continues to keep winning trophies for us, I shouldn't need to be doing what I've been doing for the past 6, 7 months. But if the league performances don't improve next season, and that's when we all need to talk again. We literally need to talk again.
Pav, like that comment for me was the biggest chess move that Ten Hag has pulled on INEOS, because he said, you guys didn't back me publicly. There's no statement about, the rumors from the Guardian are true.
Yeah, and I didn't like that. I didn't like Ratcliffe. I saw he said something to some radio thing, right, about the players and the staff done well. At least acknowledge the manager. That's one thing. Even though, like my feelings towards Ten Hag, at least acknowledge the man. Acknowledge the man. Don't be disgraceful.
I do something, Pav, and then we'll go welcome Omo into this conversation. But this thing right here, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but check this out. Check this out. I'm about to share the screen, and then from there we will go to Omo. This got me ticked off. Look at this. How do I add this? This is Sergeant Ratcliffe being asked. Let me turn up the audio.
I saw that. He just walked off when someone asked him about Ten Hag.
Yeah, I saw that too. Shady brother.
Ask Joe Blackman what I sent him today on WhatsApp.
Tell him, no, bro. You say it. It sounds better
tell
coming
them,
out of your mouth.
You tell them.
Whoa.
Hey, listen. Pav has said, I think he's staying. I'm ready to pay you the 2 bills. Just send me your details. Yeah? That's what Pav has said. Yeah? Hold on. Did Troy Superstar walk away? Did he run away? Tell him to come back.
Joe, there's one more thing that people are not actually looking at and deeping it. Yes, INEOS might be talking to a lot of managers, right? And rightfully so. But people forget they're also looking to hire a manager for Nice.
I didn't see that yesterday, bro. I see that yesterday.
I'm not sure if you did or not. I'm sorry. I apologize, Mark. Sir Mark. Just
no,
like
no,
Surgeon
go ahead,
Sir
but
Mark.
remind Papi because I tell man them that yesterday, but
yeah,
don't believe me when I see them things.
People would come back and say Poch would not go to some club like Nice, and that's probably correct. McKenna would not be the same, but McKenna most likely would. But hey, let's listen to Professor Omo. He's here to tell us.
Right.
I would love to have a conversation. Love to listen to a conversation between Omo and Joe.
Okay. Thank you, Troy, for another super chat, bro. Do not take him for granted. Guys, if you're enjoying this conversation, just know super chats and memberships are open on the channel. So support with your kindness. We have won yesterday. Let's not
Troy,
forget that. But Omo.
I just want to say to Troy Superstar with this comment, I have to read it out now. He's with INEOS. He has to go. Good. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, ignore him. But yeah, what, Troy? What if Sir Jim Ratcliffe was discussing giving him a brand new contract? Because he has a 3-year contract with a +1. So maybe he might want to give him a 2-year contract with a +1. So he could fire him on his terms if he wanted to. But he might be discussing a contract extension.
Can I quickly jump on to Mark's point, and before Omo, as I say,
go ahead.
I don't want a summer saga. I need the stuff to get dealt with quickly. I need the players in quick ASAP. I need a good preseason. I don't want to watch that crap again. What I saw last summer, and I don't want to see back-to-back games just to make up some revenue. Oh, let's play the youth one day. The next day, the manager goes and flies to another city to do that. No, none of that. Get our main squad in shape. Whoever the manager's going to be, if you're going to keep Ten Hag, hurry up and get it dealt with. I'm not sitting here for a summer saga. Start bringing these players in early. I don't want to sit here till the end of the season begging for players like I do every year. And I don't want to bring in players who are injured, just like we did with Haaland, who came in injured, just like we did with Amrabat right at the end, who was injured. Bring in players and get them ready. I don't want no summer saga.
Troy, Pav, these summer transfers, these summer preseason, it already planned and it's one squad. It's not 2 teams. It's one squad. In one location.
Honestly, that pissed me off last year.
Playing in one location.
We did it twice. We did it twice. Then we do it like back-to-back games in America, and then back-to-back games in Ireland or Norway or something with the youth and whatnot. And Johnny Evans was playing with the youth. Now that pissed me off, man. I'm not for that.
If I can ask you a question, if you're okay with answering that question, though, do you feel like because all the moving parts of the Sir Jim Ratcliffe era, right, supposed era that's about to begin, all those moving parts are not in place? We don't really have the final part of his, trio that he's trying to bring in, like Barada, Wilcox is there already, Barada's there, Ashworth. He could be waiting on that one last aspect to land so that he can actually go ahead and then have a conversation with the manager himself, because a lot of outlets are saying the conversation is going to happen next week. Some have said the conversation has already happened. Some are saying the decision is already made. He will be sacked in 2 days, right? Some are saying he was sacked. He was informed, like the Ten Hag was informed about being sacked before the Arsenal game, a week before the Arsenal game. But then also the same outlets came ahead and said, he denied the Bayern Munich job. So a person who's
Jan, whatever how you say his last name. Let's call him out by name, Ronald. Some of these fraud journalists that be saying,
I don't call them by the real name, so you wouldn't like my,
but
the names I have.
All them journalists you're saying, right? Yeah, they're all gonna lose their credibility if Ten Hag don't get sacked now.
It has never mattered to them, because at the end of the day, Manchester United Football Club loves negative media as well. They don't really care about it, regardless it's positive or negative. They just like the media talking about them, and the media does that on the more contrary as well. However, my only question to you was, Pav, do you feel if Ashworth gets landed into the club maybe in the upcoming days, that is when what you're saying, what you want to see, things moving early, decisions being made early would be happening? Or do you think without that guy being over here as well, they would just go ahead and make those decisions?
I'll be honest. I think they already know some of their transfer targets. There's no chance that they haven't decided, because the amount of stories that are coming out about
Pat,
Elise and stuff.
Transfer targets and the manager situation as well. I'm like bring both into context for you.
Look, with the manager, I honestly, since like January, I thought they made their decision only based off of what happened in the UCL and not getting UCL. I thought that he was done. I literally thought even up until before the FA Cup started yesterday, because me and Joe went at it before the game. I thought he was done, but then when I saw that FA Cup, I was like, nah, actually, I don't think he's done.
He can't be done.
But why they've come out and said this week coming, they're sitting down and having a full review of the 2 seasons gone. Because obviously the first season was a really good season. Obviously won a cup and got into Champions League. But this season, obviously, it's been a mess other than the FA Cup. Mess as in, like, obviously transfers, injuries, performances, but they've got to actually go with. I think a lot of the fans now are like turning and saying we need to keep the manager in and give him the 1 year. But like I said, they need to do it quick. And Barada's have clearly been working since he's been appointed. Don't think about this stuff about he's starting in June. Man's been sitting there chatting to them since he's got the job. Since he's been told by INEOS that we want him, he's obviously been chatting to them. They've all been sitting there. They've all been having secret meetings on Teams, whatever, Zoom, whatever they're using. You know, they've been talking. They must have an idea. But the only thing I'd say is that if they had a concrete manager incoming, right, I think he'd have been gone. You'll probably hear tomorrow or the day after that he's gone. So that's the only thing I can say. But other than that, like I said, just hurry up and get it done, man. I don't want to be sitting here for weeks listening to crap from journalists, man. I don't want to hear it. I just need it over and done with. We need to be working hard, man.
Pat,
you can't be wasting time.
Pat, before you finish your point, let me ask you one thing, yeah? In your opinion now, do you think he should go now, or do you want to give him next season?
I will give him next season based off the FA Cup performance. I said he's earned credits, and I didn't think it would be enough for me, but I think it was enough. And what he said to the journalists, how he approached the questions, it was like he was just like, nah, he was just hitting them out with an RKO.
He don't care no more.
He was hitting them with an RKO every question. But I'll be honest, I won't be like fully Ten Hag in. It will be more, as Yo-Yo call it, the fence.
No, don't say no. Don't say that. Do not, brother. Don't bring that shit back. Yeah, let's just say you're giving him time. Don't say the fence.
I'll give him the year.
Just say you're giving him time in it. Don't say that F word. That's the bad F word.
There needs to be major improvement, because I've told you I'm impatient, bro.
Then just say you're giving him time in it. Just don't say the F word, man.
I was never like this, but growing up when I watched United, bro, this started about probably 5-6 years ago. I had enough of the club, bro. I stopped giving these man money. I went to protest, yeah. Let me tell you something about this fan base. People will go to that protest at Old Trafford, yeah, against the Glazers, and instead of standing there and protesting, these men were more interested in doing fan cams of like YouTubers. I get it. They're out there doing whatever covering. But more people are interested in things like that. And that stuff used to piss me off. And it just made me impatient with everything to do with this club. It made me hate the club even more as the years went past. And it actually, I don't want to sound like racismo, but it actually made me start hating, the Glazers made me start hating Americans, bro.
No, okay, yeah, you need to stop.
Because of the Glazers, yeah. The Glazers made me start hating Americans, bro. That's how bad it got. But nah,
You know what it is,
I'll
yeah,
give him
bro.
time.
Yeah, I'll tell you
I'll
something
give
right
him
now,
time.
bro. Yeah.
I need to be patient. I need to be
That's so
patient. I
not
need to
nice
stop.
to say. We're about to listen to an American next. That's so not.
Let's just say, okay, I'll retract the. I say it's made me hate American business people, bro. Let's
You
just say
made
that then.
the Glazers. Hate the Glazers, fam. Yeah. No, everybody's the same, Pav. This is what we're trying to fight against. Say no to the R word.
That just reminded me of that Kanye West clip where he says, "I won't say the race. I won't say because I'll get," and then he was a Jew, like. But anyway, yeah, no, but yeah, American owners and they
Nah, I'll tell you what, yeah, American owners are the worst people to have owning your club, bro. They are literally the worst. I swear, I'll have any nation over American. I'd even have bloody
You
Russians
need
come
to.
own this club,
You
bro.
literally need. I love Pav, but you need to mute him, fam. Yeah, he's gonna get you cancelled in America. I swear to God. No sponsorships. No sponsorships.
It's a nice thing with my man in New York right now. Big up, Solo. Speak your mind, bro.
I love America.
Yeah.
It's
Joe, I'll give you five. Joe, I'll give you 5 minutes to turn on it.
It's seems like
Go ahead.
everybody's so high from the win. So it's like they're not. The under is that they're not gonna say like people are so high from the win. So we're just gonna move on. Pretty much like that's the thing. The Manchester. No. I'm not gonna forget what you did in the beginning of the season. Like it's a full season. And you want to do season review, you have to do the whole season, which is Premier League, FA Cup, UEFA Champions League, Carabao Cup. You got to do full season review. You're not going to take this one.
But we're
game.
gonna forget last season, though. Yeah, sorry.
Again, you're not going to take this one game and say, "Yep, this one game is just forget about everything else. We got the FA Cup. This one game." Like, no. I'm looking at every single detail from every match since August 14.
What about last season?
Wolves. No, last season was last season. He deserved to stay because of last season.
By the way, bots.
So every season is one season. One season.
Oh, we look at every season.
One second.
We look at every
Bots. Bots. A little context in the conversation I had with.
No, let Omo finish. Sorry, I shouldn't have been interrupted. My fault. Let him finish. Let him finish.
What time we doing the video tomorrow? What time we doing the video tomorrow? Because I'm coming in with facts.
No, go, bro. I want to hear the prof. Go.
Hey, Poppy, what time we doing the video tomorrow so I could know?
Joe, this is a safe space, bro. The title of this stream is 2023-2024 Premier League season recap. Come on, let's just speak your mind, bro. Don't let Joe.
I'm not gonna stay long. It's just that we're gonna look at everything he's done throughout this season, the good and the bad and the ugly, and see what he did. Like there's things that he got to answer for. There's things that there's crimes he has to answer for. You can't just ignore that because he did one great thing. Like no. You're gonna answer for all this crime that he did behind here. So we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Just let me
conversation.
I'm continue to do my research, mark my paper down. Like, listen, you're not gonna question when I come with facts. Don't tell me about how you feel.
Now, hold on.
I'm not done yet.
No, one at a time, people. One at a time. One at a time.
Give me 15 seconds. I'm coming with facts and receipt. Don't tell me how you think or how you feel or what you thought. You can go now.
Now, bots, this is information from about 9 hours ago. A conversation which I had with the same gentleman who's going to talk to you tomorrow about facts. His facts, I'm going to tell you right now. Bear it in mind. I asked this question in the morning to the gentleman, and the beautiful gentleman between the screens, right? Omo Solo. I asked him what was his expectation for this season. You know what he said? His answer was, I wanted to finish 7th. So his expectation for this season was 7th. No cup, no running, just straight up 7th. Expectation at the start of the season. How did we finish? We finished 8th with a cup and Europa. In my opinion, that has exceeded by a mile of what he laid out as his expectations. Now, I'm just giving you that information because I might not be there for the review tomorrow when you do it, but you should know the contextual information which comes along with the waffle which is about to drop tomorrow.
Thank you for sharing that.
My
I'll put
turn,
right
my
next to
turn.
Troy Superstar.
One second, guys. I just wanted to add to the truth bombs that he was talking about his facts because I was in the speech space this morning on X, and he was also one of his facts was style of play, right? So he said style of play win titles, right? But then he was asked a question by a guy named Suhail about well, Arsenal and Man City, who has the better style of play? He said Arsenal. And then after, he was like, so how come Man City win the league? How come Arsenal hasn't win the Champions League? How come Arsenal didn't win the Carabao? How come Arsenal didn't win the FA Cup? So then he was like, well, we know Man City is Man City, So then he was like, Man City last season won the treble. So he was like, so the guy asked him, so what about this season? They got knocked out of the Champions League. They lost the FA Cup. They got knocked out of the Carabao Cup. They only won the league. So which means that style of play doesn't always win titles, right? So that's just one of the other facts that he was coming with that
and
he was
the third
proved wrong
fact
on.
that you should be aware of was, because I'm sure you've heard this numerous amount of times by now, GD, goal difference, GD, right? I asked, GD makes a difference? The person in contention said absolutely yes. We had a horrible GD. I said, what was our GD in 2017? The man had no answer. I asked, what was our GD in 2013? Had no answer. So, in my understanding, goal difference doesn't really make a lot of sense. 3 years from now, people would only remember United finished with an FA Cup and Europa position. They won't remember we had a minus goal difference because last season we had a 0 goal difference, but we finished third. No one was complaining about goal difference, were they?
No.
They're not like us. They're not like us.
They're not like us.
Mitch, who hasn't spoken in the conversation at all, bro. Mitch, I hope that you can lighten up the mood. How are you feeling?
Please, how I let them speak? No interruption. If I speak, I get interrupted. But go on, Mitch. You can continue.
No, Omo, if you wanna, you can speak.
Go on, Omo, talk the thing, fam.
No, it's just so funny at the day they're saying like my expectation was 7th. You came 8th place because you won the FA Cup to get to Europa. Oh, we got to Europa. Like, bro, you had to win the FA Cup.
Your expectation was Conference
Why am I getting
League.
Interrupted?
Your expectation was Conference
Why
League.
am I getting interrupted?
It's a conversation.
Papi,
Adult conversation.
This is no conversation. I'm not doing no conversation. No back and forth.
It's just two adults talking, bro.
No, it's no conversation. No back and forth. Just me talking and you just mute your mic.
Let's hear Mitch, guys.
Mitch, go ahead.
Yo, big up, guys. It's lunchtime here, so good afternoon from my end. Hope you guys are well.
Big up to you, brother.
Yeah, man. I just want to call out these guys, man. I know I'm dwelling in the past a bit, but I want to call out INEOS, because these guys, let us not forget, like, these guys slept, with the Glazers in bed to, get just 25% of our club. So these guys are not who they say they are, man. These guys are frauds. We have to acknowledge that before it's too late. Because these guys, they should already have a plan. If you think about it, they should already know what they want to do. Whether Ten Hag wins the FA Cup or not, they should not be waiting for fans to give their opinion before they can take action. And the way I'm seeing it so far, these guys are kind of listening to the toxic minority of the fan base who want Ten Hag out, because they haven't backed him yet. They haven't made a decision whether they want to keep him or not, or a statement or anything like that. So yeah, man, it's looking scary. I don't know what these guys are gonna do, man.
It is.
That's just my thoughts for now.
No, the part that's disappointing is there hasn't, at least to my knowledge so far, still hasn't been any proper hey guys, it's so simple. The communications department is there to communicate with the fans, to let us know what's going on. That the liaison between the club and the fans, and they're doing a terrible job of guys, congrats to Ten Hag. We're going to let him see out one more year, like see out his contract. Just say something like that. It's not like we're offering him a new contract or anything. We're not asking for much. But in a moment where they know that the fan base has been sort of like very much played with.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Is Wilcox in yet? Like, is Wilcox in?
To my knowledge, he is.
All right. Is Barada in?
Yes.
Is Ashworth in? Like, have they started like work officially?
I don't think so. And maybe somebody else can correct
No,
me.
he's not in. He's actually taken Newcastle to court, stating that he actually he resigned from his position, but they turned the table on him. So they're actually taking that to the court. So he's not in right now. He's still contention. He's still out there.
Yeah. So
Also,
far
Papi.
it's all talk. No action. I haven't seen any action from these guys. They came with the big talk. They're not doing anything, bro.
It is, bro.
Also,
Mark,
Papi, about INEOS, Papi. I understand the fans want to know, but there's a certain sense of loyalty and how to put it, a certain sense of protecting your own. And Ten Hag is an employee at Manchester United. And to allow him to be disrespected by the media the way he's been disrespected for the last 7 months, because it's been 7 months. The first Ten Hag media was since October. For 7 months, you allow this man to be disrespected by the media left, right, and center, bro. That's disgraceful. And whether the fans know or not what's going on is disgraceful. They should at least defend them in some way, shape, or form. Like, come out and say, listen, this is our manager. Right now, we are taking over the project, and after review, if we decide to do anything, then maybe. But this is our manager, and we would like to keep it as that. I'm telling you, bro.
Mark, they never do that. One sec. Also, bots got this from a very credible source. Whatever happened in the media a day before, that was primarily coming from a lot of Chelsea outlets as well. Basically, trying to.
Untrue. Actually,
Troy, I know what you're trying to push over here. Please, now hold on. I was talking before you. I was talking before you. You're gonna go ahead and quote a Melissa Reddy article and an interview that she did over Sky Sports. I know where you're going with that chat. It's okay. It's fine. I can give you 10 credible sources from Ornstein to a lot of them who said no decision has been made. Nothing is happening. Credible sources claimed it was all started from Chelsea because their position in the Europa was in contention as well. Nothing was set in stone. But if you have something that you see as a credible source, I will listen to it.
Okay, sure. So we work with football clubs. Let me say one thing to you so you actually know quite clearly. At any point that a paper makes a statement, right, that's inaccurate, the club issues a rebuttal to the media, to that particular paper, to correct on important issues. You know what I'm saying? To important issues like the managers is this last game. That's not a minor issue, not every small issue, but they issue a rebuttal. And remember this though, right? That every media outlet, including the Guardian, right, have to stay in the good graces of not only Manchester United but every other club in the Premier League, because they it's the same thing. You can't, so it's very important to. Let me assure you one thing, right? The reason why I'm happy is that obviously we won yesterday, and I'm happy because Ten Hag's going to be fired, and that's a definite. And I'm willing to put money on it.
Come on.
And you know what?
I had to.
You know what I heard yesterday that was really good? I didn't actually know this happened. Apparently, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, SAR, was all over Pep. When it came to Ten Hag, it was just like a wet handshake. So that's good. He's out of there. He's gone. Okay.
Yeah, that's not even true.
Yeah, my concern was this. My concern was if United won, would there have been a reconsideration? And I knew that INEOS are business people. They're mature. They look at the long-term strategic point of view. So he's gone. And it's good. It's we're all on the same page. The question whether we get deserving.
So, Bots, we both have a common person where we met, right? I'm not going to drop the name, right? But you know who, right? So I got to know that whenever a news or any media outlet wants to run a news, right, the news first has to get submitted to the club so that they can prepare themselves to rebuttal, to response, if it is required. And any news that comes out, positive or negative, is already told to the club 24 to 40 hours before, so they can prepare themselves. Not always do they go ahead and respond. A lot of many managers have been sacked before. Some said he's staying. If you remember the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer days, if you remember the Jose Mourinho days, if you were still a fan at the time, and not always did the club come out and ever respond. So to think that that is how clubs work, no, that is not correct. That is not how clubs do work. Even Chelsea, for that matter of fact, if you remember, in the last interview that Pochettino did, they said, in a funny way, is this the last time we're speaking to you? And he said, might as well be the last time I'm speaking to you or addressing you. And they laughed it off. Did the club come out and say anything? No. So until a decision is made and you see it as a club statement, I think we should not believe it. Yes, you can always have clicks, and media works on clicks. That is why they don't talk about Southampton management that much of who's getting hired. They talk about Manchester United the most in the UK when it comes down to any club, right? You were not reading any media outlet writing articles on honest. How do you say his name? Last name Slot. Yeah, that guy. They don't do that. I was about to say Mazzolini. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Yeah, but the new Liverpool manager, the Dutch manager, they did not write articles on him. It's just that whatever gets you the clicks, we are the biggest fan base collectively in United, and that is why they get the clicks, they get the money, they get the bag. Even the guy who actually the first one to break the news, I think his name is Jacob
Steinberg.
Yeah, that guy. The moment he dropped that news, the first thing he did was turn his comments off.
May I ask a parting question?
Because he did not want to address anyone, anything, did not want to respond. The first thing he did was close it.
Can I say something, please?
Yeah, Mitch, go ahead, bro.
Last question. I'm going.
I actually think like this whole process is gonna kind of like drag out until the Euros, because what I think INEOS is gonna do is that they're gonna wait for all their camaraderies to come in, and then they're gonna sit and observe the fan base, their reaction to this FA Cup final thing. Like, they're gonna like look at the algorithm of those fans that want the manager out and the fans that want the manager in, and then they're gonna like analyze all that shit, and then they're gonna like just make their decision. I feel like it's gonna take a bit of time. Like, we're not gonna get an answer anytime soon.
Can I just jump on that quickly? Yeah, you know, you were just talking about Jacob Steinberg obviously dropping the article he did. So that very day, I thought I'll fish around YouTube, see what was said in the morning. So we all know Mr. Goldfish, his YouTube channel. So he was out there apparently the same morning telling people, and he's what eriktenhag's #1 fan, telling people on his show in that very morning before even the articles dropped that he heard that Ten Hag was probably a goner. He told his community that, and that's coming from someone who I don't like anyway, who's Ten Hag's #1 fan. He's been calling out Ten Hag outers throughout the whole season, who's obviously backed Ten Hag the whole way. So that's why I thought at the time when I heard that, obviously I saw the articles, that he was a goner. But I don't know. I'm 50-50 with it. And I've always thought majority of the season it's going to be 50-50.
No,
but,
you're absolutely right, because the mood, when you're saying it in the minute, right, what timestamp you gave me, you're 100% spot on. That's exactly what was coming out. It all changed either in the dying hours or after that. There's context to it. Can't really say that, but there was a shift due to certain reasons. There was a shift.
I think the shift is coming from with like, cause you know, our last game of the season at Old Trafford, right? Who did we play? Was it Arsenal? Newcastle? It was Arsenal. No, we played Arsenal, right? Yeah, our last game at Old Trafford of the season. Did you see how empty the the stands were when Ten Hag was given the speech. And I thought then, I was like, normally the stadium's pretty full until the speech is done, no matter who the manager is. And I was just thinking, I was like, the fans had enough as well. That's why I was thinking this guy was a goner. And this is why I was so confident. This is why I was pushing back to Joe, pushing back to Mark in the group chats. But then it's kind of changed after this FA Cup. Like, if it can make my head turn after what's happened in the FA Cup, it's going to make the simplest fan head turn. And I'm not a simple fan. You know this. I've been watching this team for over 25, 26 years, bro. And I think the momentum has changed into Ten Hag's favour. I don't think the fans are going to be happy now. I'd say about 80% of the fan base ain't going to be happy now if he goes after that FA Cup win. This is why I said they need to hurry up and sit down this week, get it all sorted, and get the man the resources he needs in the summer. Because then, like, obviously we need major improvements. Like I'm not even going to bother listening to any article. I'm going to wait for the announcement, the official announcement to come out. I'm not going to bounce on any article. I don't really sit on socials anyway. I haven't done so for about a year or whatnot. I just normally go on to see what the rumors and gossip is and stuff like that. I don't interact with anyone on Twitter anymore. But yeah, I just need them to hurry up, man. Like, obviously, I can hear what everyone's saying. Like, obviously, I can see Choi keeps dropping in links and stuff. I'll just be like, bro, just wait until it's officially announced.
So
either way, whichever way it goes, isn't it?
I know a free signing that will make us better off the right wing. I know a free signing will make us immediately better on the right wing. Premier League proven, and it could be still a generational talent. You could bring him back in.
I'm going to say to you, in parting, Poppy, I'm going to say to you, Ten Hag is fired this week. If it's not fired this week, I have to send you a £25 super chat, okay? He's fired this coming week. He's gone. £25 super chat, okay? It's coming your way. I'm putting my money in it. And then one last thing, guys, just as a fun...
Double down and go 250, innit?
listen, and a parting shot as this to say, do you think, just guys on reflection, right? Do you think Ten Hag would start speaking the way he was speaking in his press conference, saying, if they wouldn't want me here, I can go and win cups elsewhere? I mean, what was that about? Why would he say that?
Yeah,
that's probably most likely because of the noise.
Second,
that could be mostly because of the noise from the journalists over the last few days. Wouldn't you come out swinging if people just chatting shit about you for a long time? That's what I respect about the guy. At least he comes out firing back. Like, if you was just sitting there taking it all, not saying nothing, I'd be calling you a PUSSY. I won't say it, he might get demonetized, innit? But he come out fighting, he come out a bit of swinging, which I like about someone. Don't be a coward, innit? If someone's talking shit to you, like, if I was saying it to Ten Hag's face, I'd expect them to say something back to me.
Troy, to also answer your question, the reason why he said what he said is because he addressed that with someone like Alan Shearer. He told him it's very funny how in England you actually take a talent or a manager to the highest ups, and then you crash them down in a minute like it's nothing. So he gave the reality speech and he addressed them because when he won, right, Troy, he won an FA Cup. I understand you want the man to leave, whatever, doesn't matter to me. What pissed me off with you was the comment where you made that you wanted us to lose. That is where I lost faith in you or whatever you stand for. But that's just me, and that just might be me, but I'm sorry, that's me. Because exactly, because you said that it pissed me off. However, no, even if you do, God bless you. All I'm saying is that the manager won.
It's only football.
The manager won.
No,
absolutely, it's not that deep. But I'm just saying, the manager
to Stephanie's
won.
comment, I'd rather have Todd Bowley as our owner right now, because at least he's willing to.
Can I complete my point?
At least he's willing to spend the dough.
Can I complete my point?
I've been quiet. This is enough. All of this David Downer stuff, like we didn't win the FA Cup yesterday.
And that's exactly what I was saying.
I'm stepping in. I'm tired of this. You've had enough. You want to be said? That's good. Good for you guys. As we are sleeping like this with the Cupcake Tower bed, okay? Because we are happy. If you guys want to be upset because we are winning, Shem, sorry for you. People came here for a party. We're gonna give them a party. Okay, that's what the people came here for. They didn't come here for this $50 stuff. Okay, cut that shit. Okay, stop it. Okay. Yeah.
And people need to stop disrespecting the FA Cup. You know, the FA Cup's one of the oldest trophies ever, yeah?
100%.
The oldest. And what I heard from that quarter pounder Robbie Lyle's mouth yesterday, oh, we've won the FA Cup so many times. We got second. That's better for us. I don't need to see any more FA Cup. Shut up, man, you half pounder, bro.
And Tab, that's exactly what I was saying. That when I was trying to wrap it up, my point was that he won that. No, not one media person asked him, "How are you feeling that you've just won this?" All of them were asking him, "When are you leaving? Do you know that you've been sacked? Do you have assurances?" He even had to go. You know why? Listen.
Okay,
hold
guys,
on.
that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Come on, guys.
No one interrupted you.
Let's not.
No one
Okay,
interrupted you.
Please
do not do this.
Let's be ethical.
Do not push my buttons, please. Thank
saying-
you. Please, I've tried to be very respectful. Thank you. But all I'm saying is, the reason why I absolutely stood right next to the guy, my goat at my club, apart from Ronaldo, is Roy Keane. Right? Respect the man. My manager had to go to Roy Keane and remind him that you were also a manager and you exactly know how tough life is when you're a manager. Because he knows exactly what is being said in the media about him. The same way Ronaldo knew what exactly was being said about him. So if you've just won it, yes, you can ask those questions. And he literally said, I think I deserve a vacation as well. And he's gone. He's on a vacation. So is Casemiro. So is Antony. So is Delo. So is Varane. All three of them are chilling at F1. They're watching the race right now. I'm not sure if it's done or not, but they were there.
Casemiro has been on vacation for a while.
There's been a massive 160-mile-an-hour crash. I think the race got halted for a bit.
Yeah, I hope they're okay though. But he won it. No one cared about asking him how he felt. Everyone cared about was that, oh, when are you leaving, bro? You don't even know if he's leaving or not. So damping the mood, what media did yesterday, Troy, you did today. But that's about it.
Happy, moving up to 30. Moving on. The £30. See you on Friday. He'll be gone by Friday. And also one last thing I'll say to you. The journalists were actually right. They congratulated him. Well done for winning the cup, etc. And they were right to ask him.
Stop lying, bro.
No, they did. Come
You're
on.
always lying, bro. Why is just do that, bro?
Listen, and they were right. They were right to ask him.
You always lie.
I've had enough. I've had enough.
I think,
I've had enough of the press.
Bots, you have to play that song. For me and Vegeta's sake, you have to play that song from yesterday. And if you don't do it, you're the 007.
Okay.
I'm out of here. I'm out.
This one.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
That's right.
Hey, Bots, are you about to wrap up?
I'm about to wrap up in 9 minutes.
Can I quickly do my own outro before you wrap up? It's going to be clean. Don't worry about that. Bon Arsenal, a lot of you, your Twitter account as well, you shameless scrubs. And I beg we retain that FA Cup next year, because that legacy you want to talk about in your tweet don't mean nada, bro, when we hit 14. Secondly, Bun Chelsea. Enjoy Dynamo Kebab, wherever that is. Estonia, Moldova, wherever, innit? Wherever. Get on that EasyJet plane, bro, because I don't think you man are going to have the peas like you did before.
Tell them.
Thirdly,
like
Newcastle, you
us.
man thought
They
you
not
could
like
talk
us.
to us. You could talk to us. You ain't talking to nobody, bro. You're going to be selling your best players, bro, for money as well, you little scrubs. And fourthly, the
like
best
us.
day
They not
after
like
the
us.
FA Cup,
They not like
Leeds
us.
United, you melts, bro. Your fan base are a bunch of scrubs as well. Hold that another year in the championship. You got to go raise 100 mil,
Yes.
bro, or you're financially ruined, you melts. Hold that, you scrubs.
Thank you, Pav.
Oh, there was a
That's
fifth
the
point as well, Tav.
energy.
There was a fifth point. KG dropped a diss track on Asna.
Oh, KG's the hook, boss.
Yeah, I'm not.
I gotta check out.
I don't kind of like delve into that sort of things, innit? Like that kind of there's just banter for bants, innit? Like I'm more of a total all-in football thing, innit?
It gave me the confidence.
But it's a nice one. It's a nice little jab to all the AFTV, Robbie, and all them men them that.
What did he drop? Is that are you talking about the one he dropped with X, or is this another
Yes,
one?
that's the one. That's the one.
That
The one
one.
with X.
Oh no, I
Stop
saw
looking at
that.
top
I
of the
thought
ass,
that
my
I thought that
friend.
was funny in it, but like me, I'm a tribal football fan, innit? I go in at people. I'm not bothered about this whole like little social media banter thing, innit?
See, the thing is that the thing is
Hey,
the banter is
Arsenal,
changing now.
Arsenal can hold that. We push City to the final day trophy. They can hold that.
Wow. Yeah,
But
no,
bots, you need bots. Sometimes you need to ask uncomfortable questions, regardless who it is, be it me, Mark, Joe, anyone. You gotta start asking uncomfortable questions. Questions where you feel there is a need to challenge. You should ask those questions. It always just it always just makes the experience as for listeners and the person answering a better experience, because then you get to understand what they're saying, where they're heading with that, because you did that twice today. I liked it. You don't go unnoticed.
I like everybody feeling like they're in a safe place where they can
Oh,
say
they
that.
they are they
Speak
are.
their,
No one's
speak
judging
their
them. They
minds.
are.
So that's precisely why I encourage. There's people. There have been people that are 50 people are still watching us right now, listening into this conversation,
Yeah, I
and
They
mean,
need to like. They need to hit the like button.
they need to hit the like
yeah,
button.
smash the like buttons. Make sure you
And why are the
subscribe to
Twitter
and hit the
people?
notification bells as well.
Why are the Twitter people not joining us on YouTube? Because their memberships
They
always
must
just
be
flowing.
Arsenal fans or Chelsea fans.
Memberships are always gifted on this channel every now and then. You never know when it happens. You have to be there to collect it. Like Santa said.
Plus, my hand has been feeling
No,
itchy. Who knows? I might donate.
Hey, hit that like button. Stop
Sorry,
moving like Jim
you
Ratcliffe.
Ronald. You know you was talking about that this chat thing here. By the way, do you reckon it took people to help KG to get into that Ferrari?
Okay, Pav, I'll be honest. When I saw that video and I saw KG, I was like, rah, KG,
I was
big
thinking,
man.
how long did it
Nah,
take him to get into that car, bro?
nah.
No,
KG
no
actually
shaming. We
bossed
can't
it.
go back.
Nah.
No shaming, men
KG
or women.
KG bossed
All
it.
right.
KG bossed that video,
Quickly,
bro. I can't lie.
listen to this, guys. Amrabat wants to stay.
I'll
We
keep
have
him.
known this for 12
I
months
saw,
now.
I saw, I saw World Cup Amrabat, bro. I finally saw World Cup Amrabat.
Bro, man was on it yesterday, bro.
And I have to bite my own tongue for the entire season. For the entire season, I called him Amrabarrassment. I have to bite my own tongue and I say apologize.
I called
Amrabat
him
is
Andrew Tate. No, not even Andrew Tate. I called him. What did I call him? Summit Tate. Bottom G. That's it. I called him Bottom G.
Oh
so
Bro, man, I offer you all now a 15-second each to apologize to certain players because I think you're going to need to, because next season, bro, I think some players are going to hit the ground running that man right
Which
off
players
this
are
season.
these?
So
See, the thing
what?
is, Mark, I can only apologize to I can only apologize to players when I see something. For example, Amrabat. I can only apologize to him right now in this season because he's done something. I can collect apologies from as a Bruno standpoint, because I defended Bruno when no one wanted to defend him apart from you and me, right? So I
I'll
can
be
take
honest. I
those.
think we were all pissed off with all the players, though, man. At some point,
But
we were all
Amrabat,
pissed off with
I can,
majority of these players.
Amrabat, I can give him his flowers that
Ball
Amrabat
revolution.
did his thing.
The ball
Bro,
I think
I'm telling
I
you,
think the only one that
Bots, I
hasn't
told
really
you
annoyed
yesterday,
us
he
was
is
Kobe
looking fat.
Mainu. The only one that we could say that hasn't really annoyed us is probably Kobe Mainu. At some point, I think every player, even Garnacho, annoyed me at some points. But
There are two for me, Pav. There's Kobe Mainu. I wouldn't say Bruno because he did frustrate me between where, I was defending him so much, so it does get to your head. But Delo this
Yeah,
season
the low.
did not disappoint me, did not put a wrong foot, played the right back perfectly, played the left back perfectly. He was just running up and down. That guy deserves his flowers. He was rightfully crowned player of the season. And I'll be honest, for me and in my humble opinion, yes, fans player of the season award matters, but when your colleagues give you an award, that matters more because you've played with them and they know you in and out. So when they chose him, I just feel that meant more, because even in the celebration yesterday, Delo was doing the post-match interview, and just how Eriktenhag had gone to take Bruno. Bruno went to take Delo. He said, "You're the player of the season. You've done enough talking. Now come and celebrate with us." So for me, those were the two paths. But that's just me. Did not frustrate me. If you ask me who frustrated me the most, I have a list of Excel.
Mitch,
Me,
you,
me,
you
me
have your
personally,
two. Oh, Vegeta, go ahead first. That was
me personally, I'm not apologizing to anybody because I've been nothing but a fan. When people are playing bad, I've criticized them playing bad. When they've been good, I've been there to say they are good. Because at the end of the day, for me, I'm a human being and this is a game-to-game thing. I can't just be positive all the time just because I like you as a player. In that case, then I don't do you any justice by just turning a blind eye to when you do nonsense. No. So if they come back and they play better next year, good for them. I'll be there to praise them. I'll be as consistent as I am. But to apologize just because people turn up all of a sudden, no, I'm not that short-minded. This season wasn't exactly a picnic and roses. That's why I just want to celebrate yesterday within its context because it was nice. I enjoyed yesterday. I'm not going to come yesterday with agendas like people, I want the manager to get kicked out. No. Shut up. We won yesterday. Be happy.
well said, Vegeta. Mitch,
Yeah, for me, like Lissandro Martinez frustrated me the most this season. Like, why did you have to get injured, bro, for that long? Like, it really like was a detriment to our season. I mean, think of it this way, but like, if a woman has a husband, right,
oh,
and
no,
her
no,
husband.
women out,
No, nah, no more of that, Mitch. Mitch, no more of that. We had enough of that today, and
All
I don't
right.
want anybody to come any comments
Nah,
saying
it's nothing
anything about any kind of
misogynistic.
they
Trust
offended
me.
anyway, bro. No, because
There's
Luan was
another way
offended
to make
earlier.
a point.
Okay,
Find
let me
another way.
let me say
Yeah,
it this
so
way: if a
do it
girl has
another
a
way. Say it with a
boyfriend,
man. Say a man, a husband or something. Because we guys, we not gonna be offended right now.
okay,
So say it
okay,
both
if
ways.
a guy has a wife, right, and then his wife passes away, and that guy is more angry that his wife passed away more than disappointed or hurt, if you get what I mean. That's how I feel about Alessandro Martinez going injured. I was more angry with him for being injured rather than hurt that
Yeah, but it was
he
not
was
in his
not in the
control,
team.
Mitch. It was
Say
not in
again?
his control. It was not in his control. He can't control an injury. It was
Yeah,
just
but
something
he
that
he
happened.
came back though, Ronald. He came back and then he
Yeah, but
went
and
back
then
again.
also, yeah, but then also when he came back, the way the player fell on him, he could not control that. Even yesterday, how Haaland actually fell, he can't control it. So there are few things you can control in life, but these things you can't control. Like I'll give you an example. Inaki Williams, he posted a photograph on his Instagram that he was playing with a little glass inside his foot, at the bottom of his foot for 2 years. I don't know how that glass survived because he's a footballer, an elite footballer at that as well. So that is something where you can say, oh, you know what? Yeah, like yeah, that could be one that you could have actually solved because could have taken the glass out or done something about it. But this one, I'll be honest, it was not in his control. Can't help it, man.
Yeah, but what
You
I'm
know, I
gonna
thought
say
that I
is
was like,
I
maybe
actually
we
need
should
to
find Williams for that, you know. But
Huh?
I actually need to apologize to him because he came back for the final and he helped us win. So my apologies to Lissandro for being angry at you, bro.
fair enough.
No, it
Guys,
Fair enough.
turned out
I don't
well.
know if y'all watched the end of the game, right? When he walked over to Collier and was speaking to him.
Yeah, I
To
saw that.
me,
I
it
saw
looked the
that.
same way like he did when he
Did
went
you see
over to
that
Kobe
fight with
after we
Kyle
won the
Walker?
Carabao
Like
Cup, and he was
that was
talking to him and
epic.
showing him different things on the field and telling him something, and then he tell him, and then he left him. It's the same thing he did. And you know what? Collier just played DM. Just say it. Just say it.
Mark, what about you? Direct the question you asked back to yourself.
Well, I mean, I just be fair, you know. I mean, like you guys know, I don't really hate any of the players. I kind of just try to back them most of the time when other people criticizing them, and it's just because I think all of them are talented in different ways. I just think it's about application on the day, and I may have people might have think I dislike Rashford, but I have him at a high standard, so I expect a lot from him because he wears the number 10. And for me, I old school. I watching football, what, about 30 years now, 25, 30 years now. So I just look at players, and when you're wearing certain numbers, especially for our club, like the 10, the number 7, the number 9, those are big numbers. Those numbers say that you have to do something special every game. You know what I mean? So, in my honest opinion, you know, I would say that, you know, if anybody think I dislike Rashford, I just critical because I think he could do better with his application with all the mechanics and talent that he have. So,
But
other
one
than
thing
that,
I want,
everybody
oh,
know
sorry.
I back Mason to the hood. You know what I mean? So,
But one thing I really want to say, it's an itch. I have to say it out loud now. Give the number 7 to Garnacho now, please. Allow me.
Nah.
I said that
I
at
have
the start of the
Nah, we
season
need
as well.
the number
don't
7 goes
give
to
the
Mason
disagree.
7
Greenwood.
shirt to
Nah,
nobody, bro.
allow
No
Greenwood,
one
me.
Mason
deserves it.
Greenwood.
No
Nah,
one
Mason
deserves
Greenwood.
that
It's
shirt.
already too much for
Garnacho
Ronaldo. I'm
deserves
surprised
it.
he didn't do the Sui yesterday. You
No
know.
facto.
Garnacho absolutely deserved it.
The
That
hell
that
he does.
that
The hell he
child,
does. No.
he
Nobody
absolutely
deserves that shirt.
deserved it.
Ronaldo Garnacho needs to find his own identity as a young man. He needs to just
Which
Yes.
is fine.
Marcelo
You're
doesn't
just giving him a number 7 shirt. His
I'll be
identity
No.
honest, that number
No.
7
depending
shirt,
on him.
yeah, that
No.
shirt's been abused over the years, bro. That shirt is basically now from meaning something to glorifying it for social media, bro. Like Mason Mount's done nothing, obviously, being injured, gave him that 7 shirt. I don't want it to go into anyone. That shirt should be just retired until the 1 comes in and deserves it, bro. Wait for the
Well,
1.
we
I'm
will
with
be here
Mark.
when he
Just wait till
deserves it. I'll be
2023
honest with you.
and we can talk. You know.
Talking about Garnacho, Ronald, can I ask you a question?
Final point, Mitch, and then
Mitch, I
I
couldn't
wanna
hear you. You were saying
I
something?
wanna give my summary, my perspective, and then we close up. Yeah.
Ronald,
Yeah.
on Garnacho, do you think
The question never came through. Mitch, are you still there?
Mitch, he fell asleep.
No, I don't think. I think his mic is muted or something. Something happened. I don't
No,
know.
it's unmuted right now, and he you know. I'd say
Maybe his phone died or something.
Yeah, sorry, the internet was tripping. Did you get my question?
No. Could you repeat that?
I was just saying about Garner. Like, do you think ETH is giving him the Saka treatment? Because he tends to like overplay him a lot. He has overplayed him a lot this season, and I don't know next season whether he's gonna keep doing that and like burn him out. Because I feel like he's more impactful off the
If you
bench rather than
if you
starting
look at
every game for us.
okay, if you look at the
I just
season,
want to get your
in
thoughts on
an
that, bro.
yeah, if you look at the season 2023 itself, in its entirety, he is the only one who was consistently available throughout the entire season. Rashford was not there for a few games. He was subbed. He was on bench. Ahmad Diallo wasn't there for half of the season, but he was played at the end. Out of the 16 games, 8 played. People still want to complain he not played enough games. However, Antony had to go to Brazil
Yeah,
for
because
certain things to
Diallo
be
was
taken
fit
care
for a
of.
period of time, but Eric wasn't playing him though.
Yeah, but then he played him at the end, and people go take that unnoticed. However, Anthony had his own issues, and he couldn't be available as well. Sancho had issues; he left halfway through, so the only one available on as a winger was him, and we didn't have any other option but to play him and work it out, and that's exactly what we did. So, in my opinion, did he overplay him? No. The kid is 19. He is bound to play. What do you expect? Well, if he would have been under 21s, wasn't he playing these many games? He absolutely would be. But the level changes, and he has upped his level as well. I think he is just going to be, touch wood, knock on the wood, he's going to be on an upward trajectory from here on. And I do expect him to have some stinkers in there, but he's bound to have that because that is exactly what will build up his character and him as a person and an individual as well. So his identity would be built, yes. However, the man just loves his legend, no? So he just loves his legend, just like any one of us. I know Bots says that he needs to build his identity, but if Bots was there in his position and he scores a goal, he's hitting the Sue exactly how Ronaldo does it.
Bro, scoring in an FA Cup final is not for everybody. And actually, I'm glad that you're mentioning this because, like, the main thing I want to highlight, guys, is that, fascinating discussion. I'm so happy that it took all the detours that it took, and apologies to the people that were offended. Obviously, the offenders apologized as well. So I want to respect them for being able to just own up to that. This is the internet. They didn't have to do that, and that speaks volumes about them as well. But almost says data is loading for tomorrow. I guess we shall do the season review, since today was a season recap, and Omo will have some data for us, and I can't wait to hear it. On the teenagers, I want to say that is incredible that Garnacho and Meno scored, becoming, we know this, they became the first teenagers to score in an FA Cup final since Cristiano Ronaldo. And there's other important things that happened that we cannot forget. Johnny Evans completed his bucket list. Premier League trophy won. UEFA Champions League has been won already. Club World Cup, he's won it. Carabao Cup, he's won it. And now the FA Cup. That's something that we have to be happy about and celebrate with Johnny Evans about, because he's a top red and he's an high achieving red. And also, the fact that Marcus Rashford had a good performance as well. Somebody already
don't
mentioned
forget, he was the critical reason in the dying minutes to see the game out. Martinez had to go. He was the one who saw the game out and made some good defending decisions as well. Because City attacked us way too much in the last minute.
Shout out to Johnny. This guy has more trophies in his cabinet, more than some Premier League clubs, man.
Talk about uncomfortable conversations, Mitch. Also, another significant fact that we should not ignore and celebrate, it's a celebration, guys, is that Mason Mount, our red, has broke his Wembley curse. He's been there and lost six
times.
finals with Chelsea. And now with Man United, he joined the winning side.
They not like us. They not like us, but
they not exactly, sir. They not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like
that's
us.
something that can easily go under the radar. We have to make sure that we celebrate that with him. Also, Newcastle United, not in European football. They'll be playing at home. We were the team to be able to end Rodri's 74 unbeaten games.
Yep,
yeah,
74.
Real Madrid tried, but they had to do it in penalties. But we did it in 90 minutes. It didn't need extra time. That's huge. We cannot forget that.
Forget we. Kobe Mino did that.
Kobe Mino, exactly. The young boy, Kobe Mino. Let's call him.
What tell you? I didn't tell you we'd have beat them in 90 minutes. I tell men we'd have scored 2 goals before the half. Although I say my score would be 3-2. Bro,
incredible.
Them fellas play with the skins yesterday. Give them the flowers.
That was incredible. And last but not least is also the fact that we won 2 consecutive trophies. The first time we've done that since 2017. So that's something also to celebrate and say, our team made us proud. We're proud. We're happy. We're celebrating. Let's not let what happens next, the uncertainty about what's happening next get in the way. Right now, it's time for me to be like, they're not like us. They're not like us. And we won. I want to say shout out to men like Ronald, men like Mitch, Vegeta, guys. Give Vegeta a sub as well. The halftime with Vegeta. Give Mark and MUFC a sub as well. Guys, we did it. We won it. And INEOS, do not become public enemy number 1. If you dare, don't back this guy and fire him. It's gonna take a lot for us to win our side. So to win you back onto your side. So we were excited about the moves that they were making behind the scenes, but this one would be the wrong move. As I said yesterday, the I in INEOS would stand for incompetent. Guys, I want to say shout out to you guys for tuning in. If you haven't hit the like button here and you've been here, you're still here, you're a 007 agent. Have some respect for yourself. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Guys, I have to wrap up the show and say one more time. They not like us. They not like us. Oh, we won against all odds. And now
it's looking good.